we're back again, and we have decided on a name. We told you we'd have it by this video here. The name is for our group is Ye Olde Underkeep, or just Ye Old Underkeep. But
Woot woot.
woot is right. I'm gonna get everybody's characters back in the position that I had them in, and we're.
Oh, hey, I was enjoying my corner seat.
I'm
I wanted to
sure
keep
you
drinking.
were. I am sure you were. All right. So, welcome back, everybody. We have everyone here from last time and another person here, and we'll get them introduced in just a second here. They'll actually introduce themselves. I, of course, am Afa, the ever evil, ever cruel dungeon master. And let me just start y'all off with an intro real quick, back to where we were. So a little bit of a recap. The adventurers had some fun. You know, we kind of just played around a little bit the last time, and you know they killed some goblins. They were stalked in the middle of the night. Now they're in a tavern trying to find a ranger by the name of Alteric the Young. And we will, with that intro, we'll get into things. Quick recap. I already did a recap, but just a couple quick notes. They're in a place called Artra, which has some mysterious things going on so far. It seems that there's been some kind of damage to some buildings. There's not enough people for how big the town is, so and nobody seems to remember anything. So with that, we're gonna give you the intro. All right. The four of you, minus the new person, awaken at the tavern. The continent you are on is called Terra. It is large, almost as big as what we call South America. The terrain of Terra is diverse, consisting of wide sandy dunes in the far south, jungles, plains, mountains, and rocky shores. As we previously mentioned, you are in the northeastern corner of Terra, a wooded area with some fertile farmland in certain stretches. The mountains across the river are black and foreboding, but thankfully, you do not have to go there. Yet. Tonight, you awake from a long rest in the Horse and Hare Inn. It seems that while you slept, some patrons have dropped by, and there is a slight ruckus downstairs. Cheers and singing can be heard. You four adventurers all head downstairs and sit at a table with 5 chairs. The red-headed barkeep is smiling and joking with some other patrons and does not notice you. There are only 2 farmers in the tavern, and most of the other men are store owners. It is nowhere near a large crowd, but there are about 9 or 10 or so. 2 other people are sitting at their own table. One other person is sitting at a table by themselves. And don't see, Characters, please describe how you look and take a moment to listen to everyone else's description. So, first, we're going to start with the main 4 real quick. I forget the order that we had it last time, but let's just take a moment, describe how your characters look. I don't think we did that the last time we talked about our characters. I think we just kind of had a quick intros. So let's start with Damien.
So my character's name is Damien. He is a tiefling. He has horns that go up from his head up to about a curl at the very tip. Instead of going down, they curl up at the very tip. He has black hair that's slicked back, blood red eyes. His skin is red as well. That's about all I got right now.
Okay, Fenric, you are next.
All right, so I am Fenric. I'm a fire genasi. I'm about 5'9" or so. I appear to be in very plain clothing. I have reddish orange skin, and I have heterochromia. So one eye is red, one eye not red. One eye is blue, one eye is green. It's kind of one of the distinctive features. Can't talk. Um, yeah, I appear to be a very simple person on the outside.
Okay. Let's do Vulcan next, please.
My character's name is Vulcan Vanderboer. He is a half elf warrior. He is 6 foot tall, kind of muscly, and he has long ears, but they're mostly covered by his long jet black hair.
Okay. And Rayleigh, please.
My character's name is Rayleigh. She has green eyes, white hair, little pointy ears. She's about 5'2", 117 pounds, very light skin.
Okay. And now, as you four adventurers look out, you notice that the person sitting by themselves is a human with white hair. Please, Mr. Question Marks, describe your character. Don't say the name just yet, but describe your character.
I'm about 5'6", silverish hair, hazel eyes, tannish skin. A woman.
Well,
about it.
Alrighty then. As was mentioned before, you hear a raucous around you. People are talking and chatting, and they seem to be generally having a good time. So go ahead, without further ado, start role playing.
Real quick, if would check your whispers on your stream.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, all right, going into the role playing. So I had a weird thought last night as I was drifting off. Do y'all think it could be coincidental that the very ranger that we're looking for happened to be the one that I spotted outside the camp the other night? Because
What
he was
makes you
close
say
by
that?
in this area. Because one, he's close by in this area, and two, you, matter of fact, when he disappeared and he ran off, you've seen the tracks going in one direction. I seen them going in a completely different direction. And this is somebody who can sneak into this haunted forest in and out without any real issue.
All right, Question Marks, roll a perception check for me.
Doing it. Where the hell?
Hey, Damien,
Yo.
your whisper's not popping up. Just go ahead and Discord me privately.
I'll just.
A 20.
All right.
You got a 20?
Mhm.
All right.
Well, I rolled an 18 plus 2, so
Yeah,
20.
no, perfect. That's a 20. You hear their conversation, the four party members, as if it's loud, as you're sitting next to them.
That's
Mhm.
very perceptive.
Yes, he is, but you don't notice.
No, I was answering Damien.
Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna run with that theory for now. I don't know if that's something that's. It could be anybody, could be something else, because I don't want to assume that after we do manage to find this ranger that we don't have somebody else tailing us. But it's a bit too coincidental, if you ask me, that the person we're looking for could just happen to have found us outside of town, because apparently he goes into that forest at night, and that was the middle of the night that I had seen him. So that's just kind of why I was going down that route.
But did we come from that forest? I don't think we came from that forest, the haunted forest.
No. When we were heading up that way, though, he checks around the like he goes out at night and does patrolling, from what I understand, what the old man was telling us. So he could have just found us in the forest. I don't know,
Patrol during the day.
Well, we were here during. Well, yeah, that's true. I don't know. Like, I'm just spitballing the idea. That's up to y'all. It's just something that's got me really wondering because it would make sense, like if it was him, because like I said, he can easily get in and out of that forest without any real issue at all. I don't know.
Well, if you remember what his blueprint looks like, next time we actually meet up with the ranger, take a look at it and see if it matches up with what you saw then.
Would I remember what his blueprint looked like, Ava?
I'll say yeah, just for grins and giggle. I'll say yeah.
Fine.
You got a pretty
Okay.
low perception check, but I'll allow it for now.
Oh yeah, that night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I'll try to keep that in mind. But what's on the agenda for today?
So
We're still
as of
looking
right
for
now,
Alteric.
Point of
Yeah.
order. It is still nighttime actually. By the
Oh, I
time
thought
y'all
we went to. I
y'all
thought we had
did
gone to
y'all
bed.
did, but it was like in the afternoon, so it's like what
Okay.
8 o'clock,
Still
9
same day.
o'clock. Yeah, it's pretty late at night.
Mhm.
Okay.
How
So
about
what's
one of us goes and tries to look into Alteric's room before he gets here?
any idea where Terra lives?
Isn't he staying in this tavern?
I don't recall. I wasn't in the office when y'all went to talk to the old man. Fenric, is he? Does he stay in this tavern? You're the one that talked to the old man.
True. The old man did give us a whole lot of information about Alteric. He kept confusing Alteric with the man named Riley. So I think our best bet is just to ask the barkeep, "Hey, do you know where we can find Alteric's room?"
Good idea.
Okay, so who's the people person out of us?
I'll do it. Why not?
Um,
Um,
technically, I am.
Well, it's up to you. If y'all both want to go over there, y'all can both hold hands and go talk to the barkeep for all I care.
I mean, I don't mind. Just whatever you want to do.
all right, let's walk over to the barkeep. Excuse
All
me,
right.
barkeep. Quick question for you. So we were talking about this Alteric guy earlier. We were asking all these different questions. Where is he staying right now? I'd like to meet him.
Oh, the ranger that you were looking for. Oh well, sometimes he takes the night here in the tavern, but he's actually not here tonight, and actually hasn't been for probably about 2 or 3 weeks now. He
Oh, is that so?
yeah. Rumor says that some of the rumor has it that some of the clerks that work at the city hall know where he lives.
I see.
Fuck.
Would the
Sorry.
clerks still be at work right now, or they have gone home for the night?
Clerks have well, you can check. City Hall is supposed to be open 24/7 in this town.
I look around the tavern. Are the clerks in the tavern by chance?
Roll a perception check.
6.
The clerks are not in the tavern. All you see are men.
All right. So you mentioned he hasn't been here for 2 or 3 weeks. When he does stay in the tavern, is it just upstairs or room nearby?
Oh yeah, he stays upstairs. He generally takes the first room on the second floor, just to the right.
Okay, thank you.
We should check there.
One of us has that room, I think.
Damien, aren't you in that room right now? Oh, excuse me,
I
bartender.
am.
What number room is that by chance? Is that room number 4?
Actually, it's number 1.
Number 1. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Uh,
Would you like some beer?
No,
as a matter of fact, yes, I'll buy a round for my table.
All right, sounds good. That'll be 2 copper pennies, please.
All right, here you go, sir. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
last time. Never mind. No, I'm not there. Never mind.
All right, I take the beverages back to the table and share with them the information you told me.
I completely forgot what number room I'm in.
You are in room number.
So did I.
You're
I'm
in room number
2.
4. Vulcan is in room number 1. Meg's in room number. Not Meg. Rayleigh's in room number 2. And I'm in room number 3.
Okay, so then Vulcan, he's been staying in your room.
So is my room that he's been in. Okay.
Question, Ava.
Answer.
Would I happen to have noticed Question mark, question mark, question mark. Spying on us from the other table.
Roll a perception check.
Because I feel like hold up. Yep. Where's it? Because I feel like while they were talking, I would have been scanning the room.
Okay. Roll a perception check with advantage.
Ooh, advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Same fucking thing. 16.
16. Hey, question mark, question mark, question mark. Are you trying to keep the fact that you were listening in on them hidden?
Mostly.
Mostly?
Not really. I'm not looking at them directly. I'm scoping the whole room out and just keeping an ear open.
Okay. Roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
All right. Uh, 14.
Yes. Damien, you see question mark, question mark, question mark listening in on your conversation.
I don't know. Just to kind of throw it out there. No, I'm talking to the group. Damien talking to the group. Just kind of throw it out there. I've been paying attention to the bar. There's nobody get up and just look in one direction at one time. I hate when people do that when I say something. But the chick on the far end, closer to the entrance down there, I've caught her eye a couple of times. It looks like she's been watching us.
By the way, you still hear all of this, question mark. So you know you've been made, basically.
All right. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go introduce myself then,
Alrighty.
because I'd rather go to them than have them come to me.
Then do so.
Okay, as she's walking over, I am slowly reaching for my dagger just to have it at the ready.
Okay.
Like you practically just ran over too.
That was me.
I didn't move.
Discord Ava.
Hello there. Couldn't help overhearing what y'all were talking about.
We were talking about you.
Yeah, I know. I heard. Yeah. So I've been also looking for this ranger guy. Probably not for the same reason y'all are, but if there's any way I could help out, mutually benefit each other here.
What is your name?
Oh, my name's Freya.
Falcon.
Nice to meet you.
I'm just staying
Alright.
quiet and watching.
Hi, I'm Rayleigh. So why are you looking for the ranger?
It's a bit personal. Don't really know you that well enough to tell you yet, but just say I need to find him. You need to find him. I feel like we could help each other out.
We could look for him just fine if you're trying to keep secrets. We all know why we're looking. We don't know why you're here. And you've been spying on us for the past 15, 20 minutes to an hour. So, why are you looking for the ranger?
Call it mutual interest.
Yeah.
Did y'all
Freya,
hear
what
that?
do
A voice just came out of nowheres.
Specifically whispering
Ooh, I thought it was
to
just
Freya.
me.
No, here.
All
Let me
right, so
go.
Freya, what do you know about this ranger so far that you're tracking down? How do we know we're both looking for the same guy?
I know he's a. Let's see here. I have information. I know, for one, that he's a ranger, just because, he's a ranger. He patrols the haunted forest at daytime.
Hold on one second there,
Overheard.
Freya.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
let me. I'm about to text you
Okay.
on Discord.
All
Just
right,
go ahead, check your Discord.
It sounds close enough like we're looking for the same guy right now.
Right.
Yeah,
Um,
y'all are.
Yeah, but if we keep picking up every son of a bitch that decides they're looking for the same thing we are, we're eventually just going to end up picking up the wrong people. I'm already traveling with Vulcan, and that's something I'm already against to begin with.
Well, if we ever get into a fight, it's more targets to hit versus you. So I'm fine with it.
Or the person that's I could be one of the targets for that person. Is
No,
what
no,
I'm saying.
no.
Well, safety numbers goes both ways.
I'm not after a person. I'm after
You just said you're after the ranger, so you're technically
I'm
after a
after the
person. So
rain.
you're lying to us. So what the hell are you doing?
No.
Yeah, talk
I'm
about
not. I'm not hunting down a person. I'm looking for the ranger because he has information on a beast I've been tracking for months. It's one of my side gigs. I hunt monsters, and I haven't been able to find this one. But this guy supposedly has information that I need.
Can I perceive if he's lying, or does it even work on other players?
Yeah, sure can. Absolutely. Go ahead. Why don't you roll for perception? What perception do you?
Forgive me,
Damn
DM.
it.
I'm not trying to contradict you or anything, but would that be an insight check instead of perception?
You know what? Go for it. Insight
Well,
check.
I said perceive. Okay.
He did say
insight, let's
perceive,
see.
but I was just double checking. Anyway.
Okay. Let me do it. 17.
Okay.
Did you roll a dice?
I did.
Oh, okay. I was about to say we moving up.
Where did my d20 go? There it is. You said 17?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he's not lying. Or it doesn't appear to you that he is lying.
Okay.
She.
I forgot.
Fine. All right. You're hunting a monster. I guess you provided at least some kind of information. Sure. But if I see you look at any of us the wrong way, I'll be hunting you.
And what, pray tell, is the wrong way, so that I stay off your list?
I'll let you know.
Oh, so when I end up with a dagger in my side, I'll know. Okay, gotcha. Let me keep an eye on you, demon.
Ooh.
All right. So of the information that we know right now, Alteric was staying in Vulcan's room. Vulcan, can you go into his room to see if there's any hidden compartments or floorboards or anything like that nature that might give us information?
I saw nothing but a wash bowl in my room,
Okay.
but I'll go check again if you like.
Please do. Thank you. As far as the rest of us, I'm not sure where else to go at the moment. I mean, we could keep asking the barkeep more questions. We can go to town hall to ask the clerks more questions.
I would like to go with Vulcan and check the room also.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I feel like we shouldn't really split up the party yet, anyways. I mean, I don't know. It's a small town, so it's not like. It's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever you feel like we ought to do next.
Well, we also have our drinks. Why don't we just enjoy our drinks and wait for Freya and Vulcan to come back with whatever information they have?
Okay.
Okay. I guess I'm in the room now.
Yep.
Checking for hidden compartments, floorboards, the hollow walls, whatever.
Okay. Roll investigation. And Freya, go ahead and do the same thing. You went with him, right?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, do the same thing.
19.
A 14.
19?
Yes.
And a 14 for me.
You see that underneath the bed, there is a little board that seems to be movable.
A board under the bed that seems to be movable.
Yes.
Okay, I'll attempt to move it.
Okay. It lifts quite easily. And you see inside, and you find that there are cotton balls in the bottom.
Cotton balls.
Cotton balls.
Only cotton balls.
Only cotton balls. There are no knives, There's no anything else except cotton balls.
Within this compartment in the floor, is there anything else beyond, like a false bottom or something like that?
Roll for investigation.
16.
16. There appear to be no false bottoms or any other compartments.
Okay. Hey Freya, I just found these counting balls
Hmm.
hidden in a compartment under the bed.
Right. There was nothing else in there.
No, I checked.
Just cotton balls. Huh.
Just cotton balls.
It's
Do
a
these
little
look like anything to you?
I don't know. Let me see him real quick. Let me check it out.
There you go.
Thank you. What should I roll for this to see what it is?
Investigation.
12.
They appear to be normal cotton balls. There does not appear to be anything different about them.
I'll investigate them, I guess.
Vulcan, I
Go
don't
for
know
it.
your party.
I'm sorry?
I was gonna say I don't know your party as well as you do. Do you believe anyone downstairs would be able to determine anything about these cotton balls?
I suppose I'd let everyone try. Anything's possible.
Right.
So do I roll for investigation?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
You can do whatever you want. If you want to investigate them before you bring to the party, that's cool with me.
I mean, I don't know how these steps work. I'm just asking. 6.
6. They appear to be normal cotton balls. Nothing different
Cool.
at all about them. And the steps work. They work just kind of like however you want them to work, basically. Unless I, have a different say in the matter.
Mhm.
You wanted to investigate it first before bringing it to. Before Freya offered to bring it to the party, that's why I had you investigate it first, just to kind of keep it in order. But go ahead, bring it to the party.
All right. Let's take these downstairs. Let them know what we found.
Okay.
So on our way out of the room, can I do one more real quick glance at the room to see if there's anything we may have missed
Did you already roll for investigation?
for investigation? Yeah,
For on the cotton balls or on the room?
on the room. Would it be a
Yours was lower.
perception check, or is that a different thing?
No. What was your score again for that investigation? Do you know?
I don't.
14.
Just okay.
I had 19. He had a lower number. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I had a
Okay.
14.
Well, you didn't see the smugglers, the smugglers opening or whatever it's called, and you're checking again. The second time isn't gonna show you anything else.
Okay.
So they come back downstairs, I guess.
Yeah, they're coming back downstairs.
She's been with us for 5 minutes and she's already playing with your balls, is what you're telling me?
I found these under the bed in a compartment, demon. Would you like to check out my balls?
I would.
Oh my.
Here,
Okay.
have a look.
Okay, great. Thanks. So I roll for investigation.
Yep.
I got an 8.
They appear to be normal cotton balls. There's nothing different about them in any way.
All right. Dumb question. Have any of you tried sniffing them?
No.
No.
Give them here.
Sounds
roll
like you volunteered.
Go
I
ahead.
mean, if you want to smell this man's balls, go ahead.
You want me to roll for investigation, Eva?
You're gonna sniff them? Go for it. Roll for investigation.
Oh, that was almost a freaking. All right. 8.
8. They appear to be normal cotton balls. There's nothing different. They smell like have a bit of dust on them and have been sitting in that smuggler's hole for a while, but that's all you can glean from them, is that they're dusty normal cotton balls.
I throw them away. They're just freaking normal ass cotton balls. We just
Whoa, whoa,
holding up the
whoa.
day.
Well, don't throw them away. They could be useful later on. You don't know.
So
Why would a
let's
hunter need
soak up
cotton
water.
balls? Are they even for him?
Yeah, they might be like something he uses on his hunts.
Why would they be
hunting.
hidden under the bed in a compartment? That seems strange.
Don't know. In all my years of hunting in the woods, I've never known about using cotton balls for anything, let alone having to hide them. But this guy patrols a haunted forest, so maybe it has something to do with that.
I
Either way.
take one of the cotton balls and tear it apart in my hands, just over and over again to feel there's any like substances inside of it, like alcohol or anything of that nature
And we blow
that wouldn't
up.
have a smell.
They were magically charged, and we just blew up.
Roll for investigation.
I got a 9.
Got a 9. They appear to
We're
be
doing
normal
great.
cotton balls.
All
We're
right.
doing
Nothing
great. These
different
cotton
about
balls are
'em.
kicking our ass.
It's the
Oh,
most
the troubles
interesting
with
thing that's
cotton
happened so
balls.
far.
All right, so we all agreed we need to go talk to the clerk about the clerks for his house or information shit like that.
It
Yeah.
seems
Yeah.
that way, yes.
Perhaps I can show him my balls.
Yes, I vote we keep the cotton balls.
Suddenly, over the ruckus of the room, you hear a rather drunk store owner bragging and boasting. And he says, "Oh, yes, that one clerk was so easy. I was just enjoying the night with her last night, and she just, wonderful." And you hear a bunch of other men laugh.
I don't think we need to go see the clerks.
I want to go talk to this drunk man.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going with Freya this time.
All right.
I'll let you do the talking. While Freya's talking to the drunk, I'm gonna be, I don't know, I guess what, insight, looking, trying to watch the person, see if they start lying or see if they. I'm just watching the person carefully.
All right. So I walk up to the drunk store owner. I start talking to him. I'm asking him, "Hey, overheard you had an eventful night the other night.
Ah, it seems I have another customer here. Hello, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing fine. How are you?"
Is he a
Very
different
well.
guy from the guy I intimidated?
Oh yeah, you intimidated. You tried tried to intimidate the mayor.
No. The barkeep gave us free drinks because I pulled
Oh
on
yeah,
his shirt.
yeah. That's the bartender. That's different.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. He is different.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Mhm.
how are you doing tonight, sir?
Doing quite fine. And yourself? Are you looking for a good night time tonight? He winks at you.
Oh, I don't know about that quite yet. I haven't had enough to drink yet. But I did hear you had a very good time with one of the clerks from City Hall. Do you know that person personally?
Well, I've known her a few times, if you catch my meaning. Been over to her place so many times I've lost count. His friends at the bar laugh.
I walk over as he's telling the story.
So you know where she lives, do you? What if I wanted to go pay her a visit, have some fun with her? How would I go about doing that?
That's a little unnatural, if you ask me.
Damien looks at her out of the side of his eye.
You'll have to roll for persuasion if you want to persuade him.
Okay. Oh no.
Natural one?
6.
Oh.
A 6. Let's see what the DC is real quick.
Yeah, I have no charisma.
Well, he got a 4. So he is persuaded. Well,
He's drunk
I
as shit.
suppose I shall do that. So
Wait,
he
so what are we doing?
He's starting to lead you to the clerk's place.
As he turns around, does he have any money bags or anything outside that I can see from the table?
Roll perception or investigation. Roll investigation. Hey, thanks for the follow,
Six.
Yosoe. Or Epic, I'm sorry.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Okay. You can't see anything. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me roll. He's pretty drunk. Let's see if he's been sloppy. He's not been sloppy. You can't see anything protruding out of his clothing or hanging on his belt.
Okay.
So he starts to lead all of you out of the tavern and down
Before
the,
we walk out, my bad. Before
Yeah.
we walk out, my
Yeah.
bad. I'm watching over his other friends. Did they seem sober, shady in any ways where we actually have to worry about them?
No, they just seem like storekeepers. That kind of meek, skinny guys. One of them's even wearing glasses.
Okay. Or is that all of us leaving?
How many of y'all want to go?
I down my drink and I follow along.
I was with Freya, so I'm headed with her.
Yeah, I was with her too, so.
You
I
staying
mean,
by
did
yourself,
I
Rayleigh?
hear all of this?
Oh, don't worry. I just yelled, Rayleigh, get up! Come on.
I'm coming.
Alrighty.
All right, I know you guys. I just met y'all guys, but we're gonna go have fun at this clerk's house. How about that?
All right. Well, why don't we take a 5-minute break right there, real quick? We'll try and get our friend Ganesh in here in just a moment. Okay?
Cool.
Sound good?
Thank you, Fal.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go to break.
It took long enough to work.
Yeah. All right. Welcome everybody. We're gonna get King of Moab introduced to y'all in just a minute. There's a couple things that he and I talked about beforehand, so y'all will meet him in a moment. But as you walk out of the tavern, y'all take a left down the street and walk past the little notice board that they have, and y'all see that there is a new piece of paper on it that y'all can look at later. And yeah, he takes you down a couple houses and stops and points at a modest house that has a one candlelight in it right now. Here's where she lives. But I'd be careful if I were you. Strange things happen at night. And he walks back to the tavern.
I stop him before he walks
Hey,
away.
Damien.
What the hell you mean?
Hey,
It
Damien, roll a
happens
perception
to the
check.
house or happens around us?
What happened?
Damien, roll a perception check.
Yeah,
The store clerk's starting to walk away from us. That's what's happening.
I left for 2 seconds.
21.
He also mentioned strange
21?
things happen at night.
As you turn back to
Yeah.
stop him, to stop the drunken man from going back to the tavern, you see a shape behind a house. It's a rather strange shape, and I will Discord you what it looks like.
All right. If it looks anything like cotton balls, I'm done.
It does not.
We stole its eggs.
It's gonna be like a dragon's tail.
Okay. Play as normal, everybody.
Whereas what?
So the tavern guy is walking away right now.
Okay.
I'm just
I
kind
go
of
up the-
stuck staring at. I'm just stuck staring off in that space for a bit.
So Freya was unsuccessful in stopping him.
Oh, Freya, you tried to stop the
Oh.
the drunk guy?
Oh,
No,
no,
I did.
I was
Nope.
Oh, damn it. So he's still going though.
Yep, he's still walking away. You're in front of the clerk's house.
I tap Damien on the shoulder and goes, "Hey man, what's up? You froze up for a second."
The longer we're here, the more I hate this town. I don't know. I get a weird feeling that something's watching us. Then again, that's kind of been instilled in us since we got here. I don't know. Let's hurry up and get done what we got to do and just get back to the tavern or something. I don't want to stay out here too long.
All right, fair enough. I knock on the clerk's door and see if she answers.
The red-headed clerk answers the door and sees you standing there. She seems somewhat disappointed, apparently hoping for somebody that wasn't quite you. But she says, nonetheless, how can I help you?
While they're talking, I'm keeping my back towards them and watching everything else around us.
I've noticed Damien doing that. I'm also keeping an eye on the surroundings.
Hello, ma'am. Just a quick question. I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's a ranger. His name's Alteric. He's
Oh,
supposed to meet
yes,
me
you
today.
mentioned him earlier. Oh, he's so
Yeah.
dreamy. Did you
I was
find him at the
most-
tavern?
The
It's
same.
the-
I
This
did
chick.
not, unfortunately. Do you know where else he might be right now? I really need to find him. We're overdue, and I got a really important meeting with him.
Oh, no, I don't know at all where he could be. Roll
Can
for
I do a perception?
yeah, roll for perception.
16.
16. She's obviously lying.
Oh shit.
So I also couldn't help to notice when I walked up here that you had disappointment on your face. Were you expecting someone else to knock on this door this late?
No, not really. Rather hoping.
For who, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, that's really none of your business, she says rather pointedly.
That is true. Yes. All right. Well, if you do manage to see Alteric, please let me know. I'm really desperate to find him right now. It's starting to become a dangerous situation.
A dangerous situation? Her interest is piqued. Roll
Well,
for
me and my
deception.
friend. Okay. Natural 1.
I hope that by dangerous situation you mean that you're leaving town immediately, she says, and attempts to slam her door in your face.
I take my
step in-
staff and put it right in the door frame so she can't close it.
I guess I
Okay.
don't do anything.
Okay. Well, you have succeeded in stopping the door from closing, and now she's looking at you perplexed.
Look, ma'am, I know you're busy, and I know you've been expecting him. I just need to talk with him for like 5-10 minutes max. It's very important with me and my friends. I
Roll
might
for-
even reward you for your time.
Roll for persuasion.
Actually, I have a +4 on that, so it's going to be 14.
14. Fine. I wasn't expecting him, though. You lay all the right signals out for somebody, and you hope that they come to your door late at night. She sighs heavily. Well, I don't know exactly where he lives, but I've heard that he has a hut on the edge of the forest, and she points back towards the forest where the goblins had attacked you.
Okay. Ma'am, thank you for your time. We won't be bothering you anymore tonight, hopefully. And I take my staff out from the door frame, and I tell everyone else around me the information that was just told to me.
Well, there's no way in hell I'm going by that forest right now. Like, we got attacked in broad daylight. There's no telling what the hell will happen when we go over there now.
Yeah, I was shot in the chest. I didn't like that.
All right, well, we can either go back to the tavern and wait till morning and investigate at daylight, or investigate right now. Because we got to find this Alteric dude.
Agreed, but the people warn to stay away from that forest at night. So we
True.
do it in the morning, I guess.
As you're speaking and saying all of this, there is a loud scream that is very high pitched coming from the direction of the forest.
Yeah, no, I'm going back to the tavern. I'll catch y'all later.
Yeah, see that? No, that ain't good. I'm going to get another drink.
I'm walking
So
back
y'all
to the
just
tavern.
ignore the scream?
What's
Yes.
that?
Or are we going to go help that person?
Fuck that person. They should be on the forest at night.
Yeah, I'm a half elf, but I'm a dark half elf. So
Is
no.
that
Fuck y'all.
All right.
is
I
that
look
was,
like a demon. You
can,
want me walking in that forest at night? No.
was that
Alright, if we
was that a
go back-
human? Was that a human scream or was that creature scream?
It was a human scream.
Okay.
Clearly, it was a male human.
Oh, he dead.
Would anyone like to join me to go check it out?
I would, yes. I am curious about this now.
I'm already inside. I don't know what you're talking
All
about.
right.
I will go with them.
Okay. So we have
I'm going. I'm not splitting the fucking party.
okay.
Fine. I'll trail behind, I guess. Last, specifically.
So the 5 of you
So you're
journey
first
back
to run
to
away?
the forest.
Yes.
All right, before we go too much further, I'm going to cast False Self on myself.
I am going stealth and staying hidden. I'm following them from tucked away.
Okay, roll for stealth, real quick.
Can I also go stealth?
Yeah,
20.
roll for stealth.
20 total, not a natural.
Okay.
12.
Okay. As you walk, y'all both blend into the darkness. And the forest starts to loom ahead of you, growing closer and closer and closer.
We're in it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Y'all come to a part of the road where the road splits off into two directions, one going north, one going south. The road is right up against the edge of the forest. Ahead of you, you can see a human body laying just at the foot of a tree. There is blood all around.
Okay, I want to check for any traps around it before anybody moves forward.
It always happens
Investigation,
before
please.
I say it.
Can I scan the surrounding areas just to
Have
see if I
fun, you
see anything?
motherfuckers. I got a 3.
You don't see any traps.
There's a body there, yo.
All right. Does the blood appear to be his or from another creature that he might
It
have been fighting?
is very clearly his. He has open wounds across his chest that look as if some large beast was gnawing on him.
Oh, fun.
Um, Can I scan the surrounding areas, like see if anything's hiding in a bush or on the ridge of the forest?
Yeah, roll for investigation. You said false life or false
20.
self, Fenric?
False self.
False self. Okay, I can't find that spell. That's okay. So for your 20, is it like a nat 20 or is it altogether 20?
Altogether.
Okay. As you look at the forest, you notice that the trees grow in odd shapes. And yeah, that the trees are growing in odd shapes. There don't appear to be any kind of traps. The wind seems to have a voice and is speaking words. As you listen closely, you feel like you are being watched, and it presses in on you, almost suffocating you, this feeling. But as you look towards the north, you see a tiny wisp of smoke coming from just coming above the trees on the outside of the forest, just kind of like around the corner.
Just a quick point of clarification. It is false life, not false self.
Okay.
Stop presentation. Yeah. Okay.
Just to be safe, I am notching my hand crossbow and putting it back and drawing my daggers and keeping them in my hands.
Okay.
I start walking toward the fire.
Okay. Are you all following Fenric?
Yeah.
I'm at a
From-
distance.
From a distance, and I've readied my short bow.
I'm staying hidden and just following from a distance.
I'm last.
Okay. As y'all round the corner, y'all come to a hut. There appears to be lights inside, and the smoke that you saw earlier is coming from a chimney.
Looks like he might be home.
Is there a window on the hut?
There is 2 windows on the hut.
All right, I want to carefully peer into it.
Roll for
Peer,
stealth.
peer into one.
Roll for stealth.
13.
Okay. As you attempt to peer inside the window, you stare straight into the face of a large man who is very tall, has brown hair and has a beard. He notices you instantly, and immediately his eyes flash with alarm. He reaches for his sword and runs outside. As he runs, he yells, "Who goes there?"
I slowly duck back down, walk back to the group. Nobody's in the hut.
Everyone has seen this, by the way.
I'm right though. Nobody's in the hut.
Yeah.
Fair
All right.
observation.
Well,
Hey,
if nobody's in the hut, I walk
King
forward
Moab.
and look inside.
on D&D Beyond, roll for perception.
I've actually got actual die.
Go for it.
Wicked.
16.
16.
And my bonus with that would be, yeah, where is it?
Well, you notice, you also notice Damien, and you are still inside the hut, so you get to choose what you do.
Okay. I didn't quite hear what Damien did. I was
Well, this was back
looking
when
at
he was
my
at the
sheet-
window.
my
This
sheet
was
here.
back when he was at the window. So, Alteric, the ranger, just kind of burst out of the hut, and Damien, you saw Damien in the window, and then you saw him go back to the party.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I guess I go out with Alteric following behind him with my great axe.
Okay. Cool. So there is a. Go ahead and describe your character for me, Moab.
So my character is a turtle, about 5'6". He's about, a greenish brownish color, and kind of simple looking, really, in clothing and everything. And he carries a great axe with him, and everything he owns is on his back, as far as you can tell. Pots and such.
Okay, cool. So this man and this turtle man person thing just kind of came out of the hut.
I step out of the darkness and just like, whoa, 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 whoa. We don't want any trouble. We're just here for information. To the man and the turtle man.
Okay. Well, the man says, "What kind of information are you looking for?"
Me personally, I'm looking for a ranger named Alteric. He has information on something I've been tracking for months.
And you have
These
found
guys,
him.
these guys they have other questions, but that's my questions for you.
And you have found him, for I am Alteric.
Finally.
All right.
What do you seek?
I've been tracking this monster for a couple months. Like, for some reason, he keeps like jumping around. And when I got around in this area, I was told that you had information about a similar creature you were following. Maybe you could help me either find it or like give me some information on how I could find it.
Very well. But it is dark outside, and even though we are just outside of the forest, it is not a very safe place to be outside right now. Come into my hut and we shall talk about everything.
Can we all fit?
All right.
That was Damien actually asking the question.
I'm sure we can make room, he says rather joyfully now.
Okay.
I'm peering before we walk in. I'm checking the surrounding area, making sure there's nothing staring at us.
Okay. Do you want to roll for investigation or perception?
That would be your call, Dungeon Master.
I'm asking if you want to make a roll. I'll tell you which check.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then roll for perception.
Okay. 19.
19. Again, the sense of foreboding and that you're being watched is overpowering, and you begin to become very unsettled as you look out at the forest. But you do not see anything that seems ready to strike out at you at any moment.
All right,
So,
I go in the
so
hut.
just for a moment here, we're asking him about the town, right? I forgot why we were looking for him in the first place.
So we all had our different personal reasons for finding him. But as of right now, I'm most curious about what's happening with this town and why nobody seems to know about these fire damages going on. And then
Right.
I'm also going to ask about the workings of this forest because it doesn't seem to be normal.
Cool.
I want to know what's up with the cotton balls.
I think Rayleigh still has them.
Unless Damien threw them away like he said he wanted to.
I mean, I did say I was throwing them away. I don't know if anyone of you stopped me. That's up to y'all. If so, heads back at the tavern on the floor. Because I just threw that shit over my shoulders.
Someone protested, so whoever protested picked them up, I guess.
I protested. I said,
There you go. You have them.
Yeah.
All right, so you got them.
Yep.
All right, Fred, why don't you lead with those cotton balls that we're also interested in?
While they're all talking, I'll be listening in on the conversation, but I am watching out the windows.
All right. So, Alteric.
Yes.
One of our party members here happened to have been staying in the same room that you do at the tavern when you're in town, and he found these cotton balls. We were wondering why exactly you had cotton balls under your bed.
He takes the cotton balls and stares at them for a moment. I don't quite remember having cotton balls in my room. Why, where did you find these? And in what room exactly? I usually stay in number 1.
That's the room that I was staying in. I looked under the bed, found a hidden compartment, and these were in there.
Well, I'm not entirely sure why they would be in there, but I certainly didn't put anything under the bed. Why exactly are you asking about them?
You're
We were
just
Thought it
just
was
curious.
strange.
We had gone into the because Vulcan was using the room. We had went into the room to see if we could find any information about where you might be because you had been gone for so long, and we all wanted to find you. And we happened to found that secret compartment. I thought maybe it was something that you had hidden there.
I would like to check if I can tell if he's lying about the cotton balls.
Go for it. Do perception.
Uh, 19.
He does not appear to be lying at all. He seems genuinely perplexed as to the origin of the cotton balls. He says, I have not been there for a long time. Well, that is not strange. I only ever go in there once about every 6 months or so. Only when I need, good ale and I'm tired of being lonely out here on the forest. I usually tend things out here. Make sure that the beasts within don't get too ferocious, shall we say. They can be quite boisterous.
Oh, we know. One of us got shot by one of the beasts.
Can I check to see if
How
he's
do you
lying
mean
about
shot? Yeah, go for it. Roll perception. How do you mean shot? He says to Damien.
I mean, square in the chest shot. Vulcan can explain that one.
It was not fun.
We ended up getting ambushed by a group of goblins on the edge of the forest while we were looking for you, as a matter of fact.
Hey, Freya, are you still holding the cotton balls in your hand?
Yeah, I got a 16 about that perception check.
He does not appear to be lying.
Okay. I'm still holding. Well, I'd given it. He took the cotton balls, so unless he gave them back to me, then yeah,
Oh,
I'm still holding.
yeah, he gave him back to you.
Okay, so yeah, I'm still holding on to him.
You mentioned beast within instead of just beast in the forest or beast that happen to be roaming around. Is there something you'd like to perhaps talk more about on that?
Well, from one ranger to another, it's more to do with uh, my own profession, really. This is my question. What do I do here? They're just simple beasts most of the time, a few shades every now and then, but some of them become quite corrupted, and there are our owl bears in there to look after. Though there are some darker creatures as well, and those I should not like to speak of them, especially not in the middle of the night.
Would it have been one of
Well,
them that set fire to the town?
I see you've noticed the fire damage too.
We had no choice. It's all over the place.
Yes, and what is stranger is that most of the people do not seem to know anything about it.
I blame the mayor.
The mayor. Not entirely sure it's his fault. You see, he had a grandson that passed away quite suddenly.
Was his name Riley?
Yes. How did you know?
Because he keeps
He mistook
confusing you for him.
Hmm. The ranger strokes
Well,
his long
okay.
beard for a moment. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say while everyone's talking, Ganesh takes one of the cotton balls and places it in his mouth. Just decides to eat it.
Okay.
So,
Well,
Alteric
That's all.
is stroking his beard. He doesn't seem to notice what Ganesh does. And he says, after a long, thoughtful moment,
This is fine.
well, no, he says after a long, thoughtful moment, that is strange. As I remember, Riley looked nothing like me. He was fair-haired and short, rather slender. But this vexes me greatly. It seems that there is some sort of creature that has passed through here. As for how it does its business or what, I do not know.
There's so few people in this town for it to be so large. What happened?
I am not altogether sure myself. When it happened, I was not in town, and I have been away for, as you said, quite some time. It seems to happen incrementally, one house, then another. Well, as far as I know, anyway. Like I said, it has been a while since I've been back. And it was a
What
was
lot
were
it-
you
longer
doing
before
while you
then.
were away?
I just said I was tending to the forest, and ensuring that the creatures here did not get out of hand. It would have been a lot worse had some of the creatures that are pinned inside escaped.
Why
When was
does
the last time somebody disappeared from one of the houses? Do you know?
Not rightly. It's
Was
been
it
about 3 weeks since I've been back, and like I said, it's hard to find that out whenever nobody remembers the people that were taken.
I'm just wondering if the forest gets more active when somebody disappears.
No, but I have seen some of the tamer creatures not necessarily disappear, but they've seemed to start running off. It seems many of the deer are trying to find a different part of the land to call their home.
It seems like every time I look out into the forest, it feels like the forest is about to outright just take me somewheres. So perhaps the animals are sensing something.
He chuckles to himself. That is, unfortunately, always been part of this forest. It gets quite disconcerting at times, but the deer are friends with it. Whatever causes that dark force seems to bear no ill will towards the regular animals, such as deer and hare and the like.
While Alteric is talking, I lean over to Damien and ask him to check his boots. So his boots versus the boot prints he saw days earlier.
Okay, I'll do that then. Try to
Okay.
do it quietly. I'm not gonna like pick up his foot and look at the bottom of it.
Right, just when
Roll
he,
for
the opportunity
investigation,
happened.
please.
Um,
Not you, Fenric. Damien.
19.
19. They do not appear to be the same boots. They appear to be entirely different. They are larger than what you can remember, for one, and they're completely covered in red mud.
I quietly whisper back, "No, these don't seem to be the same."
all right, thank you.
I ask him, do you know of any other hunters around this area?
There are many hunters, but they're nothing more than, well, civilians that don't quite know how to fight. They simply hunt the animals, the deer and such.
But no one noteworthy.
Not entirely.
Seems. No, go ahead.
That was the end of his sentence. Okay.
No, go. It seems we've been stalked since we started getting closer to the town. That's why we're inquiring about other hunters. Vulcan and I kind of had a run-in with one the other night.
What do you mean a runnin'? He asks.
Spotted somebody on the edge of our camp in the middle of the night. As I tried to get closer, they ran off. And I tried to follow the footprints, and Vulcan was assisting me. And it seems one set of footprints went in one direction, and another set of footprints went the other direction. And they were aiming back towards town.
That is perplexing in and of itself. But if what you say is true, and it was two sets of footprints made at the same time, I would
From
assume
one
it
person.
has, from one person, I would assume it either has something to do with your tracking ability, or it was magic. And I cannot altogether speak on what magic may have caused it.
I'm going to go ahead and say it was magic.
Well, then it was magic.
Altair, quick question for you. About 15, 20 minutes ago, there was a rather loud scream that brought us to stumble upon your camp. Did you hear that
Yes, I
by
did.
chance?
Yes, I did, but it's not safe to venture out in the night, and clearly whoever it was that screamed is passed on. I was going to investigate it and report the loss to the town in the morning.
All right. We passed that man along the road to get to find you. I'd like to investigate him in the morning with you as our guide to perhaps maybe look over what animal may have or creature may have caused this
Would
death.
would he still be there in the morning? It looks like he was being eaten last time we seen him.
Well,
I mean, I'd be okay with going right now. There's seven of us versus whatever's out there.
I would rather wait till the morning. If it was not there by the time you showed up, then chances are no creature shall approach it in the middle of the night. Else you probably would not have lived to tell the tale. We will go in the morning, as soon as it is daylight out.
Okay.
Like I said, throughout this entire time, I've been staring out of the windows and checking to see if there's any change in the forest at all.
Okay, roll for perception.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
Okay. God damn. 6.
You have seen no change in the forest, but the closer you are to the firelight, the less feeling you have that something is staring at you.
So are we staying then?
There's no point in
Alteric.
walking back out there.
Alteric will not leave the hut until the morning.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Y'all post a watch as y'all go to bed?
Well, we're
Yeah.
staying in the hut, right?
Yeah.
That's up to you.
Nothing to watch.
I'll take first watch, and then we can do rotations and sleep throughout the night.
All right, well, wake me up whenever.
Okay.
As y'all take y'all's rotations, the night passes without incident. It is morning out, and Alteric makes you a humble breakfast of honey and bread and cheese with cold, clear water that he pours from a barrel.
I can understand the honey, but where'd you manage to find the cheese?
The cheese is one of my few pleasures that I pay for. It'll keep good in my ice box for months at a time.
Hmm.
Well, thank you for sharing it with us.
You're very welcome.
I would like to check the food for poison.
Go for it. Roll for investigation.
What the hell is a B? Natural 20.
Natural 20. The food is not in any way poisoned. And in fact, Alteric the Young notices your investigation of it and seems a little insulted.
I don't give a shit.
If you are checking for poisons, I am deeply offended, as I would never do such a thing to any human.
I don't eat anything from anyone without checking it. No offense.
In my line of work, that's probably the smartest thing to do.
Very well, he says, narrowing his eyes at the both of you.
Let him be offended.
Well, I take my breakfast and I enjoy it and say thank you.
Thank you, Alteric, for the
As do
honey,
I.
toast, and water. It was refreshing.
While they're all finishing up their dinner, I just I don't go too far. I just take a step out of the hut and stare off into the forest again, see if I keep feeling the same feeling.
Roll for perception.
God, that has not been my role tonight.
I told you rolled them all out already.
Fucking 8. All right.
The feeling that you're being watched is still there, but it's not nearly as strong as it was in the night. Alteric shortly gathers all of you up, and he walks y'all back towards where y'all found the body. Upon seeing it, he grimaces and looks down. This is very strange, he says, and he grows quiet.
Whether there's somebody dead or they're not fully eaten.
Neither, he says. The bite marks on here do not appear to come from a creature, but rather from a man. However, I do not know a man that could make such a large bite mark.
Not even a dragonborn?
Do not jest about the dragonborn. They do not ever consume their humans at all. They rarely eat meat to begin with.
Hey, if this forest is driving people crazy, you could just about assume anything at this point. If people are disappearing, and you're finding this, could be that the forest is just turning people insane from their homes.
That could be true enough. However, it does not explain how large these bite marks are. When I say there's no way for any civilized creature to make these bite marks, I mean it. I know my business quite well, sir.
Oh, I believe you completely. I believe you completely on that.
I walk up to the man and look at the bite marks, and I just do like a rough measurement. Are they like 6 inches across, 8 inches across? How wide are these bite marks?
That is not something I researched.
We got the DM in the corner. While you're doing that, I'm walking over to Rayleigh. Riley, I got a question. Are you capable of creating flames
Yes.
at will, easily?
I think so.
They're about 8 inches across.
Okay.
Why? What do
Okay.
you need?
From one side to the other.
Show me right quick if you can. I I just want to see.
Hmm.
In a
So I'll-
forest?
Just right here. Just humor me on this one. Ava,
Okay.
you keeping track of this?
What, that she's trying to show
Yeah.
flame?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to see if we can start a flame. That's up to go.
Okay.
Do I roll or something? What do I do?
No, you don't need to roll. You have what? Mage hand or something? You can conjure flames or conjure flame. I think
Yes.
you don't have to roll.
You can just do some shit like
Okay.
this.
Go ahead, Fenric.
So I asked Alteric if he has any clue as to what these bite marks specifically are. Are they just a larger being, or are they more of a creature?
Alteric thinks for a moment. This is beyond my knowledge, he says at last. I do not know what could have caused such a bite mark. They are so large, and yet so human at the same time. I do not think that giants would have these particular teeth, but I am not altogether certain. If I were you, I would journey to the north, to another town. They are rumored to have quite a large library. You might find something in the bestiary there.
Thank you.
I'd like to
So I
perceive if I can
Alteric-
tell if he's lying.
Go for it. Roll perception.
I'm just checking every little thing.
Yeah, roll perception. Go ahead, Megan. Go ahead, Rayleigh.
7.
He's not lying.
So I asked Alteric, did he know the person who was killed?
He looks at him for a moment. I believe this is... He thinks... Not sure I quite recognize him. But he might have some identifying marks or some papers in his coat.
Okay, so I investigate the body.
Okay. Roll for investigation.
4.
4. You notice that the man has bright red hair. And that's it.
I'll walk over to Freya. You tend to spend a lot of time in the woods, don't you?
Yeah.
It
Basically.
seems like he's very tight-lipped about what's going on around here. Do you happen to notice like any trail or anything around us? I'm not really good in the woods like that. Otherwise, I'd do it myself.
Can I roll perception for that or
Roll investigation.
investigation? Come on. 14.
14. You see no signs of any trail whatsoever. There's not so
Yeah.
much as an imprint next to the body, even. Except for your boot marks and everyone's foot and feet.
Is the body face up or face down?
He is face down. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He's face up.
I want to flip him over to his other
Yeah,
side.
You want to check the back?
Damien, I don't see anything going on. I don't
Say
see
again?
any tracks other than ours.
Okay.
You want to check the back, Vulcan?
Yeah.
You flip him over, and the same bite marks can be seen all over him.
Like literally all over him.
He's not completely eaten. There's just pieces of flesh missing here and there. A couple broken
his-
bones.
Was his face bitten? Or
No.
could we see his face?
You can see his face. It was not bitten.
Can I roll to see if he's someone we might have seen at the bar?
Yeah, go for it. Roll for investigation.
You're breaking up, Freya.
He's back now.
I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9. He doesn't
Yep.
look like anyone that y'all have met so far, except for, in a very distant way, the bartender at the Horse and Hare.
I was just about to ask about that. So you mentioned he has red hair.
Yes,
Was it the same like shade as either the barkeep or the clerk? Because both of them you mentioned were red haired.
it is a darker shade than the barkeep, but a lighter shade than um, the clerk.
Okay.
So possibly related.
Mm-hmm. Could be either one.
Does he have any wedding rings or anything like that on his hands?
He does not.
Should we go ask the barkeep if he wants to see a dead body?
He's gonna pull a whole ass lean on me.
Did,
we picking him
um,
up and moving him there, or are we just bringing the
someone
barkeep out here?
Pockets?
Oh, yeah. You could do that.
Or is
I'm
that,
not carrying the body.
or is that investigation?
For
Check
what?
pocket?
To check the
check pocket.
pockets?
Yeah.
Yeah, investigation.
Fucking investigation. 5.
You don't find anything in the pockets.
Matter of fact, he has no pockets.
No, that would be a critical one. You can't even find pockets.
Where are the pockets on this thing?
There appear to be no pockets anywhere on his body.
Listen, I live in the woods. I don't know what
All right, so are we going back to town? We're gonna do what this dude says, or what?
So options right now are go back to the barkeep and tell them about this guy, or we can just move on north to the next town and look into their library.
I think
Would we
should
have to
do that
move
first.
north? Will we have to move north to the library through this forest?
No. The forest stretches out towards the west. You would not have to go through the forest.
Okay,
We
well,
have
y'all are
trouble.
deciding that. I take Alteric aside to ask him a question.
Okay.
Alteric, have we met before? Do you remember me?
He looks at you for a moment. No, I don't think I remember you at all. I have not known very many of the fair folk in my life, however.
Can I roll to see if he's lying?
Perception.
None of us trust this motherfucker. He even fed us breakfast, and we still don't trust him.
He even got offended at y'all
15.
thinking that he had poisoned y'all.
He gave us somewhere to sleep, gave us something to eat, answered all our questions. We about 7 people, and he's just like,
We don't
"Yeah,
believe
okay, I'm
goddamn
just telling
thing.
you what you want to know." No, I don't trust him.
Are you lying?
What'd you get?
I
for-
rolled a 15.
You rolled a 15? He does not appear to be lying at all.
I was gonna leave
Okay,
that as a
thank you,
clean
Alteric.
slate from now on. It's like, no, he ain't lying.
No, I'm still gonna check every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. If you meet him again.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
I'd
the
like to go back in town and just mention to the barkeep, hey, there's this body just outside of town. This is what's going on. Me and my friends are moving to the library next. That's the plan I'd like to go with.
So to travel north,
Tell
will
some
we
sort
be
of
moving-
law enforcement instead of the bartender.
Have you
Uh,
seen the town? There's probably no law enforcement at all, other than the mayor, and the mayor can't remember shit. He probably doesn't even remember he has a friggin' law enforcement.
And for some reason, you heard music playing while checking him out.
Did she communicate that with us?
I just remember specifically that
It
someone heard
wasn't
music.
it wasn't Rayla that heard it. It was Fenric.
Oh. I guess we can just assume that was communicated later on.
He did communicate it to you, if I remember right. Correct, Fenric?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to ask Alteric a question real quick.
go for it.
So you mentioned a library in the next town up north.
Yes.
How far away is that town? And will we have to travel along the ridge of the forest on the way? So you just have
No, you
through.
shouldn't need to travel near the forest at all. I would just follow the river. Well, it's probably about a 7-day trip on foot to the town of Vesta, or you can take the ferry that is in the town and it should bring you up there in about 3 or 4 days.
All right. Thank you for the information.
Quite welcome.
Yeah, well, I'm tired of standing in this damn forest. I feel like I'm about to get took in any second.
All right.
Let's head back to the tavern then.
Yeah.
As y'all walk away from the forest, Alteric bids you a farewell and begins to walk back to his hut.
Stay safe.
After
my-
a moment of walking, you hear a very high-pitched scream coming from inside the forest itself.
Nope.
Alteric,
That's sick.
Alteric
Nope.
tenses up.
No, not this time.
Alteric,
Nope.
Alteric tenses up and runs off into the forest.
I follow Alteric.
Okay, bye.
I also follow Elteric.
I'm stealthing.
Can't let my ranger friend get killed.
Yeah, you can.
As
No.
you get to the edge of the forest, you completely lose sight of Alteric, and his trail is gone.
Like no trail at all.
No trail at all.
Like, okay, so I can't track him then.
It was all a dream.
No, you can try to track him if you want.
All right, I'm gonna try and track Alteric.
'Kay.
What?
I'm
do-
just standing next to Freya while she's bent over looking at the looking for footprints with my arms crossed. Like, this is a sign. You don't follow this shit.
What do I need to roll?
Give me a second. What are your skills again? Isn't tracking or survival? Roll survival. That's a good one.
I have natural explorer, so proficiency bonus is doubled for proficient skill when you need to
Yeah.
make a intelligence or wisdom check.
Okay.
Okay. So you said survival?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So,
I didn't hear you.
let's see. I double my proficiency bonus for that, correct?
Yeah.
So it's +6. I don't know what I get. 25.
25. You can find no signs of any trail.
Okay, I'm leaving then. Shit. Nope. Ghost.
I never
Battery.
stopped the plan of going to the tavern.
Well, Ganesh,
Yeah.
are you going back to the tavern with them? Are you following them?
Yes, Ganes looks very disappointed, but decides to follow them.
Yeah. All right, going back.
Y'all get back to the tavern, and y'all y'all go inside and y'all find the barkeeper.
Barkeep,
Oh yes, how can I help you?
there's a red-haired guy on the edge of the forest that's dead. Do you know him?
I can't say as I do.
Well, maybe you should come look because he looks a lot like you and this other guy in the bar.
Yeah, we need to make sure
This
it's
other
not you.
guy, he looks around and does not see anyone else that has red hair besides himself there.
You look
Very
an
well.
awful lot like you.
Very well, I
Mhm.
shall come with you.
Yeah, just right over here.
God,
Okay.
we're about to mug this dude.
So y'all are
Bark.
taking him back to the body?
Wait,
Uh,
isn't this the same dude that we threatened?
Intimidated? Yes.
Yeah, that's why I'm the one that asked him.
This is a trusting dude.
Barkeep, I have a question for you on our way.
Oh yes, sure thing.
Do you come from a large family, and do you all have reddish hair or different shades of red hair?
No, I can't say as I come from a large family. I'm an only child myself, and my parents died some time ago.
So no cousins or relatives or name up to speak of?
Nope, none at all. Just me here.
Okay.
Can somebody explain to me how we're going back to this goddamn forest?
We're just going to the edge of the forest to the body. We're not going inside.
We almost
Not
died the
pursuing
first time
anything.
we went to the edge of the forest.
The body's even
We
still
were
there.
fine.
Yeah, but nothing's happening this time, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, nothing. All right. Okay. Damien shuts up, falls to the back of the group, and just stays quiet.
I quit, man.
I feel like Dungeon Master is being rather merciful. So
You could
Yeah.
call it that, sure. Why not?
Damien just asks, "What the fuck is a dungeon master?"
I wasn't talking in the Balkans.
I begin to slow my pace till I match Damien's, and now I'm back at the back of the group with him.
No.
Yeah, look at his body, bite marks and all.
Well,
notice
that's
the-
quite a gruesome sight, but I don't think I've ever seen this man before.
Okay, get out of here.
Okay. He journeys back to the tavern.
If he makes
All
it
right.
back to the bar by himself, I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, it's, bright daylight out, and
We got shot by goblins. If this dude makes it back to freaking Okay, are we just following him back awkwardly now? Like when we say goodbye and but we're all going in the same goddamn direction.
No, I told
We're
him to
having to
fuck
be
off
quiet.
by the body.
All right, so there's still one more thing we can do before going for our next plan. Earlier, I noticed the notice board had a new note on it when we were going to talk to the
Right.
clerk. We can go check that out quick before we do anything else. That way, we're not doing an awkward goodbye and just following them.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go look at that new note.
We still have to walk out the forest though, so it's still awkward. Period. Because we're just
forest.
following
We're on the
back to
edge of
town.
the forest.
We can
We're
take
on
the
a-
long
we're on
way.
a
if we
road.
want.
I thought we just investigated the body in the
The
forest.
Body wasn't
It's
in
on the edge.
Yeah.
the edge.
it's
The same
it's
place
not
where
in
we
the
got
forest.
shot,
It's
granted,
on
but
the
it's on
edge.
the edge.
But
Okay.
as y'all journey
Alright.
back, y'all notice that the red-headed barkeep does, in fact, make it back safely to
Motherfucker.
the bar. And y'all come to the notice board and look at the piece of paper. It is an advertisement for some brave adventurers to slay a goblin camp for the town. It
Oh, great.
offers 25 gold. Wait, how many are there's 6 of y'all? It offers 30 gold to as a reward.
Yeah, I'm
Does it
doing
say
that.
the location?
Yeah, there is a goblin camp to the southeast.
Away from the forest, correct? 'Cause
Away from the
forest
forest.
is to the west.
I'm
Away
tired of
from
this
the
fucking
forest.
forest.
All right, Demon, do you want some revenge on some goblins?
That would
And
be.
Vulcan, do you want some revenge?
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, I'd like to stab one of them with my actual greatsword this time.
All right, you want to take like a 5-minute breath from what we're doing and go do that real quick? Get paid.
Yeah.
How far south is it? Do we know? Does it say that on the form?
It's about 5 miles.
Oh, so it's a day, like half a day, not even a
Half a day journey, yeah.
It says money on it. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious how long we would be away from, because I'm thinking ahead to like if we decide to go up north, I don't want to add days to our journey.
Good point.
But we're probably still gonna need the money on the way, anyways. I don't
Right.
know about y'all, but I'm mostly broke.
Yeah, we're a little strapped for cash right now.
Yep.
Yes.
All that alcohol and shit.
We got that shit for free.
Some of it.
I mean, I paid around for you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
a
So
little-
we got that shit for free.
All right. Well, I'm a little strapped for cash. I need money right now, so I'm start making my way toward this goblin camp.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if we can do anything with these cotton balls, but I need some money.
Well, it seems like Ganesh likes them as snacks. Give them to him.
Try to sell them to Ganesh.
No, I'll just give it to
Yes.
him.
Thinking that you want to buy some cotton balls.
Ganesh goes over to the barkeep to try and ask for a beer.
Oh, y'all aren't in the tavern. Y'all are about to go on a side quest.
Oh, okay. I didn't
There-
know where we were.
No, it's all good. I saw you had server issues. They looked at this paper that has y'all going to a goblin camp that's about 5 miles southeast, half a day's journey. Y'all are standing outside.
Okay. Well, in that case, I don't go and grab a beer.
Awesome.
All right.
Cool. So y'all
Um,
are journeying and journeying. and you'll make it there safely. Well, sort of.
Make it
As
where?
you get closer, it is a plains area. It's kind of wide open except for this hill, and on top of the hill, you begin to see kind of a little bit of fortifications. There's some spikes here and there, and a goblin flag, or banner rather, waving at the top.
Okay, just
Who's
from where
going
we're at
first?
right now, how many goblins can we see?
Roll for perception.
Can I
14.
assist in that? Can I assist him in that?
Yeah, go ahead, roll for perception. 14, you don't see any goblins right away.
23.
23, you can see about 2 goblins at the top. They do not seem to have noticed y'all yet.
I point them out to the group. We might want to kind of duck away or something. They do have the high ground on us.
True, but don't we have 2 sharpshooters here with bows to take them out?
About how far away are we from them?
We have
Like,
about 1.
Y'all are still quite a ways off, a little bit too far for bows.
okay.
Okay.
So before we just go running in there, can we come up with a plan? I'd rather not try and run into the middle of a camp.
I'd like to
All right.
stealth check it out. Like, stealth my way up there, give it a once over, see what I can see.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna try and sneak your way in, I guess I ought to come with you just in case some shit goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Ganesh will also try to sneak up on them as
'Kay.
well.
All right, all of those who rolled for or wanted to try and sneak in, go ahead, roll for stealth, please.
I got a 6.
22.
I got an 18, and I'm stealthily going back to the group.
Oopsies. Well, Freya, they do not see you. However, the goblins notice a rather large and noisy turtle kind of ambling towards them. And they also see the rest of you, except for... You said you got an 18, Damien?
Yes.
Except for you, Damien.
All right. In that case, I cast, was it false self called? A false life
Okay.
on myself. All right, that's +5. Okay.
Okay, let's see, what does it do? Oh,
It gives
okay,
me
cool.
temporary hit points.
Gotcha, so you get... Cool, alright. Cool, so go ahead and roll initiative. And Freya and Damien roll... roll... Well, you know what, y'all don't roll any... Just roll initiative.
All right. Fenric got 6.
Okay,
Remind me which die that is for initiative.
D20.
D20.
I got a 9.
D20. Okay. I've got a 7.
Alright, hold on one second.
Nothing but Final Fantasy music playing in my head right now.
Perfect.
Final
You
Fantasy.
said you got a 6. Freya or Fenric? Oh, Fenric. Okay. Freya, roll for initiative.
15.
Okay, Vulcan.
1 sec. 18.
Okay. Rayleigh, roll for initiative.
$12.
Okay. right, half a second. Give me 1 second to get this map set up for you guys.
Yep.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Put you in the trees right there. Excuse me, I said put you in the trees right there. And put you in the trees right here. Okay. All right. Y'all can all
Ooh,
see it?
fancy.
Yeah.
Cool.
In HD.
Cool. Let's see. Damien and Freya, y'all each get to go first. Freya first, then Damien.
Okay.
Surprise round.
Yes, surprise.
I don't see me on the map.
You're in a tree.
There we go. I see it. I just had to zoom out.
It's all good.
All right. Who's going first out of us two? Freya?
Yes.
So I take it there's only 5 of them.
Hmm.
All right.
Now we can see at least.
Yeah, that we can see.
Also, no fog of war.
All right. I take my short bow and I fire at the one furthest, like straight across from me, but like the furthest one away from me.
We can see the arrow you're using.
Okay.
This guy.
Okay.
Short bow. 18.
Okay. You hit. What's your damage?
Uh, 9.
Okay. That goblin falls to its knees and bleeds out. The arrow has struck him in the chest, and he gurgles a little bit before finally collapsing on the ground dead.
Sweet.
Nice.
And can I still move, or am I done?
Yeah, you can still move. You can take your action and your movement however and in whatever order you want.
That's too far. I think I'm gonna stay right here. I'm good. I'm in my turn.
Okay, cool. You're now visible, by the way.
I know. I wanted to move, but I'm good.
Okay. Question.
Answer.
I'm still stealth from before they saw me, right?
Yeah.
So would I have to roll another stealth roll in order to move?
Not this time.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my full movement to flank around to the trees over here.
Okay.
About right here. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's 30 feet right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pull out my hand crossbow and hold my turn for hold my action for in case either one of these two decide to move up or do something.
Okay, sounds good.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Vulcan, take your turn.
I guess I have to get up close to do anything.
Yep. You have to go around the little hill part too, by the way.
Okay. Let's see. I guess I get right up close to this one.
You got to go around. You can't just go straight like that.
I don't know
Yeah.
how. I don't
You
know.
gotta make yourself. So, how do I draw? Do I just? Yeah,
What's
let's
your
see.
what's your movement? What's your movement speed, Vulcan?
Uh,
Look at your D&D Beyond.
30.
Okay. So if you look at the right hand side, at the top where you see the arrow, paintbrush, and all of that, there's a ruler inside of a little circle. If you click that, you can do this and measure out how many squares you can move.
Right side of. Oh, it's on my left.
Oh yeah, my bad. Left, yeah.
Okay, what did you say?
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
can
see?
do like 15 feet here, and then you probably have about 15 feet to go from there to that guy.
You can always just move to that spot and then check and see how many more feet you can move.
Okay, so then, I mean, if my movement speed is 30 and I saw when he was doing it, it was 25, I'd just like to move where I was trying to go.
Oh yeah, well that's because you're 25 feet away, but you have to go around this
Around,
kind of
okay.
like hill
Yeah,
place.
so it's
you see
extra.
that? That's something you can't. I mean, well, I guess you could try it.
I mean, can I climb up a hill, like roll for athletics?
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
All right. I have a proficiency in that. 12.
12. All right.
Goblins is gonna see a dude with a big ass greatsword. Just come here, you son of a bitch!
Well, you make it up the hill just fine without any kind of accidents happening, but you can only move 20 feet now.
Okay, so I'm here.
Yeah, right there.
All right. Then,
It looks like that would be the rest of the way. It looks like you can. Looks like you can just go chill in his tent with him if you want.
that's what I'm attempting to do. So, can I do that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Each
only
square is
10
5 feet, so yeah.
Well, I'm seeing squares within squares, so I'm confused.
Yeah, I know. Let me see if
That's
I can
why
turn
you
that
use
off.
the. That's where the arrow thing comes in handy.
I'm still not clear on how that works.
Well, you could always use the arrow buttons on your keyboard, and every time you move forward 1 square. So you just count 5 there.
Not working.
You got to click the token. Either way, you're there. We can worry about that in a minute.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. Is it possible to let out a war cry to intimidate the goblins that can hear me?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
You have the ability to scream.
Sure. Roll for intimidation.
Okay.
Fuck. 6.
He is laughing at you.
The goblin just kind of snickers at your pitiful attempt to intimidate him, and he jeers at you and says, "Oh, have you the voice of a woman? He elf or she elf, shall I say?" He cackles a little bit to himself.
Okay, I'm gonna slash him down.
Okay.
Seven.
7. As you attempt to strike, your great sword misses him entirely, forcing another set of tackles from the goblin in front of you. Freya, it's your turn again.
Again?
Yes.
We had a surprise round.
Yep.
That's why.
Oh, okay. I'm going to move. So am I in a tree or behind a tree or something?
You're behind a tree.
All right, so I'm gonna move over here to Vulcan.
Okay.
And I'm gonna draw both my short swords.
Okay.
And like attack this goblin here and say something about calling people women for no reason.
Go for it.
The first sword was a nat 25.
He rolled a nat 20. Holy shit.
That
It goes
was
right through his heart and stabs the
8
other one
damage.
across the way.
8 damage. Well, the first sword
And then the
fell
second
goblin
sword-
again.
You broke up a little bit, Afa, so he's dead, this goblin?
Yeah,
What was
so
that?
So, Freya, your second sword misses entirely because your first sword cleaved the goblin clean into down the middle, and falls dead. And the goblin falls dead to two different sides of the tent.
Gee, thanks.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
I didn't even like. I mean, I had my second sword out, but I didn't roll for it yet.
Oh, that's okay. It
So.
missed anyway.
Cool.
I still haven't hit anything.
No, you haven't.
This is my campaign. You ain't doing shit.
All right. Well, Damien, it's your turn again. No, I'm sorry. Rayleigh, it's your turn.
Okay. So am I actually behind this little hill thing?
Yes. To get up to the top there, you would have to do what Vulcan did, where you jump using athletics or acrobatics, depending on what's higher, dexterity or strength.
Okay, so can I roll? I'll roll for athletics.
Sure.
Oh wait, mine says net. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. I got a 9.
You managed to jump up the side of the hill without any kind of troubles. And now you can only move
Great.
15 feet.
Damien's just sitting behind the tree watching everybody climb over this fucking hill with his face in his hand.
Wait, how do I?
No, I'm sorry. Here. Let me move you real quick.
What?
You
Oh.
gotta click select again. You're here now.
Okay. So, how far away from the dude?
He's dead. I'm sorry. Let me
Oh.
select.
Yeah, the one in the tent right there is just gone.
Yeah, he's dead. He's deader than dead.
Okay.
You can only move 15 feet. But if you move back to like
All right.
right here, like if you go here, you can attack that guy.
Okay. Let's do that.
I'll move you real quick. No biggie. All right. Roll for your attack.
Do I select I roll on the weapon?
Yeah, you click the attack on the weapon.
Got a 16.
You got a 16. Okay, you hit. Roll for
Yep.
your attack.
The damage.
Yep, the damage.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. You manage to wound the goblin, and he grimaces at you as he starts to bleed with a scratch across his chest. Okay. Now it's your turn, Damien.
Okay, so question before I move. I'm gonna move. Like, if I move to this square, can we say I'm behind whatever the hell this is?
Behind.
Like, I'm kind of ducked up behind it,
Sure.
trying to stay out of line of sight of them.
No, actually, hold on. I'd rather you move. Yeah, to that square. Right there.
Okay. All right. Hold up. Let me double check. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. So we said what? About right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
it.
So all right. So what I want to do is when I get there, that's my full movement. No, that's like most of my movement to get there. I want to peek around the corner with my hand crossbow, just poke around it, and take a shot at this dude here. Well, he's in
Okay.
30 feet, so that's like.
Is it just your crossbow that you are trying to shoot?
Yeah, it's just my
So you're
hand
not looking
crossbow.
at all. You're just kind of like shooting blind.
No. I'm peeking. I'm taking a peek around the
Okay.
corner, firing. Then I'm going to use the rest of my movement, or after I take a shot, I'm going to duck back behind the tent or whatever the hell that is.
Okay. Roll your sneak attack.
Well, okay. So do I fire the bow first, do the damage with that, then roll the sneak attack damage on top of that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's 8.
To hit to
Yeah.
for the d20.
Yeah.
Your
to hit.
crossbow bolt whizzes past the goblin's ear, and he turns to look at you, seeing you for the first time. He yells.
Okay.
He yells a few things to his buddies.
Okay. Can I try another shot with my bonus action with the crossbow?
No, because it.
Okay.
Yeah, your crossbow takes like a bonus action to reload. I think maybe.
Okay, then I'll use my bonus action to reload, and the rest of my movement, which is 5 feet, to just
Yeah.
move 1 square back.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Cool. Goblin number 2. Let's see. Before I move him, actually, let me check something. Cool. Goblin number 2 moves to engage you.
So he just ran over that gate or whatever that is.
Yeah, he just jumped on top.
Okay.
Short bow. Where's my die? What's your AC, Damien?
14.
14. How much health do you have?
8.
You take 6 points of damage to your health.
All right.
All right. The next goblin shoots a bow at you, Rayleigh, and misses. Okay, Ganesh, it's your turn.
That bow doesn't
Okay.
hit any of us standing behind, really, does it?
Huh?
You
No.
said they missed Rayleigh, so
No, it wasn't a natural one.
like, okay.
Go from there over to here, and I'll attack that goblin there.
Okay. Roll for your attack.
See. Trying to find the bonus. I forgot where it is. Yeah, well, anyway, I got an 18, so
You got an 18? Okay,
we
roll
go
your
with
damage.
bonus. Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Four. Plus the 3 for my bonus.
4 plus
So
3.
7 total.
You slice such a deep gash in the goblin's chest that he falls to his knees and then collapses on the ground dead. Excuse me. All right, Fenric, it's your turn.
All right. I move just right about there. One sec. And then from there, I cast Chill Touch on the goblin that's attacking Damien.
Okay.
Um, so
This
if I
guy?
roll, yeah,
Okay.
19 to hit.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Damage is 6.
6. The goblin screams a little bit as he takes a severe amount of damage from your necrotic touch, and his clothes begin to deteriorate. Okay. Vulcan, it's your turn.
Is it possible for me to dash? To move?
Yeah, but you don't need to if you're trying to get this guy over here.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well.
don't need to
Okay.
dash. Yeah.
Okay.
If you dash, though, you can't attack on that turn.
I see.
Mhm.
Well, I'll walk straight up to him.
Okay. Do so.
Let's try to hit this one, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my absolute best. And I dig deep down in my heart and I take a swing.
Okay.
14.
Do you have any like that's with your proficiency bonus on your sword?
Yeah, it's 9 plus 5.
You just barely missed the goblin.
Try kicking him in the nuts.
Throw a cotton ball at him.
Throw a cotton ball. Freya, it's your turn.
All right. How far is this guy? All right. How far is he?
My excuse is I've been drinking too much.
I'm gonna move up next to Vulcan and go.
You're about to get shown up again.
Do I have to go around these tents, or can I go through them? Or
Looks like they're open on both sides.
all right, so
You can just go through them. It's fine. They're just tents.
I'm gonna go right here, and
Okay.
then I'm going to, because I still have both my short swords in hand. I'm gonna swing at that goblin.
Okay.
If I can find my attacks, there you are. I swing the first one. I rolled an 18,
18.
and for damage, 5.
Okay. The goblin you attack with the first swing of your sword is in serious pain. You attacking with your second sword?
I rolled 13.
Your second sword misses entirely.
Okay. So did I do anything to it with the first sword? Because you cut out on me. I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, you hit him and you did some damage to him. Some good damage. He's bleeding pretty bad.
All right. And then I end my turn, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It is now Rayleigh's turn.
All right, so far away am I from this guy? So I have to go like around the house, huh?
No, you don't have to go around the tables or the tent.
All right, well let's just move me as close as I can go.
I mean, you can get up right next to the goblin. You can either... Sorry, excuse me 1 second. You can either go here, here, or here.
I'll go to that third space.
Okay. Okay. You're now there. You can attack if you wish.
Yes, I wish. Okay, so I'll use my sling again. I rolled a 24.
Okay. You're using your sling.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for hit again and take the lowest number.
You're in close range, so you get a disadvantage with a long range weapon. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. 15.
Okay. You hit the goblin. Roll for damage.
She's literally just walking up to people and just like point blank is like, "Don't move."
Take the lower for damage as well, or
No.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, okay.
1 then.
Okay. You kind of just barely graze the goblin with your rock, and he gets a little bit of a scratch, but that's it. All right, Damien, your turn.
Take that.
Okay. I'm just gonna say fuck it, and I'm pissed off that that he shot me. So I'm gonna use most of my movement and get to him. Use the rest of my movement to troll spin this motherfucker, and then I'm gonna hit him with my. I'm gonna use my bonus action to take a stab at him. I was joking about using the rest of my movement though, but if you want to count that, go ahead.
I'm sorry. You're troll spinning him.
I just spent my friggin' thing in a circle is all.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're attacking him with your daggers,
Bonus action first.
which was I'm
Using
sorry.
my offhanded dagger is my bonus action.
Okay, roll for it.
13 to hit.
13. You missed.
I'm gonna take a stab at him with my other dagger.
Okay. Now you can use your proficiency on that dagger.
19 to hit.
19. You hit him. Roll for damage.
3.
3. The goblin falls dead at your feet.
Wait, let's see. How far did I move? How far did I move? Give me a second. Moved from here to here, 15 feet. Okay, and then I'm just gonna move. I only moved 15 feet to get here, so I'm just moving right back to over here. And that's my turn.
Okay. Cool. The goblin. Why am I always losing my d20? There it is.
You have a dice roller on D&D Beyond.
It's not as fun as rolling an actual die.
I'll give you that.
The goblin. Wait, please. Moves over here in the trees and attacks Rayleigh.
Wait, don't they get an attack of opportunity if he leaves?
Huh?
Don't they get an attack of opportunity if he leaves? Because he's in melee range with them.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, go for it. Roll for attack of opportunity. Vulcan first.
Do I just hit the greatsword damage or what?
No, you got to roll to attack.
Just that's what I meant. Just the same thing I always roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 13.
Well, you missed.
Thanks.
Freya, go ahead and roll for attack of opportunity. Just
What am I? Am I rolling
roll with
against
your,
you?
your proficient sword.
You're rolling against his AC. Just like they got to roll against your AC, you're rolling against their AC.
So we're rolling at the same time.
No, they have a set AC armor class.
Just
Oh.
like you.
Mhm.
Okay.
You got it, Freya? I'm not getting any sound from you, bud.
You're muted, Freya.
23.
23? You hit. Roll for damage.
Yep.
I'm about to say, if all three of you miss, think he said 7.
7.
I couldn't hear.
7.
The goblin you hit falls dead at your feet. And y'all have slain the goblin encampment.
All right. Murder.
Murder.
Yay.
Ooh.
3 whole attacks. Nothing hit.
You'll get there eventually, bud.
Can I
I
just,
hereby nickname Vulcan Goblin Bane.
I'm just gonna punch them in the face. If I miss.
All right. While we're here, can I check the tents for things? Like,
Yeah, I'm checking the bodies. I'm checking the goblin bodies.
I want to check this big tent first.
I want to stab the one that's on the ground in the skull.
Just so you can hit something.
Yes.
Roll
My
for
sword needs
attack.
blood.
And you miss.
Dude, if you
He
miss
misses
and
the
he's
dead
on the
goblin.
ground,
I can still miss.
yeah, you
Roll
got to
for
roll for an
attack.
attack. DM just said it.
14.
You miss.
Holy
you.
Wait. All right, hold up. To be fair, the goblin is prone. Is that an
He's not
advantage?
moving.
Is that an advantage roll?
No.
Okay, all right. I tried, Vulcan.
All right. So,
I'm going
do
home.
I roll investigation?
Yeah, you're investigating the tents.
And I said I'm checking the bodies too.
All right. I rolled
And I'll also investigate too.
Okay.
You want me to roll or you want to wait?
Yeah, go for it. Roll. I didn't hear what Freya rolled though.
I rolled a 5, by the way,
I rolled an
for
11.
investigation.
Oh. Well, either way, y'all all see a chest in the middle, the exact middle of the camp, right next to the fire pit.
I rolled a 9 for investigating the bodies.
Oh, for investigating the bodies,
I'm
You
investigating the
find-
bodies. They're checking everything else.
you find nothing but 2 health potions on one of the goblins.
That's fine. I mean, I'm immediately drinking one
Okay.
and keeping the other in my bag. So, what do I roll for that?
You roll a d4 and add 2 to it.
Just 1d4? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I got 5.
Cool.
I walk over to the chest and see if it's locked or if it's open.
It is not locked at all, but it is not open.
I open it.
Inside, you find about 36 gold pieces, and that's it.
What kind of
I
potion is it, Afa?
Take the gold.
It was a health potion, or just generic health potion.
Small potion, greater health potion, just
Small.
a regular health potion? Okay.
Just a regular. Just, yeah, small. The lowest of the tiers.
Roger.
All right.
so about that gold.
I distribute the 36 gold amongst us evenly.
Cool. So after that, nope, wrong one.
Can I try to stab this dead body one more time?
I'm kicking it.
Yeah, go
See
for
if you
it.
can at least get that far.
So,
Just kept
Freya,
staring at it. the whole time.
Freya, give yourself 150 experience.
All right.
Damien, give yourself 50 experience. And Ganesh, give yourself 50 experience.
Roger.
Where do I do that at?
It's on your character sheet. You'll see like an XP thing or something.
On D&D Beyond, you click your portrait and go down to manage levels.
Oh, here we go. Okay, cool.
No, manage experience. My bad, not manage.
The paper that led y'all to this goblin camp, by the way, is the person that signed it and put it on the board, the notice board, is none other than the mayor himself.
Actually, he doesn't remember doing
Wait,
it.
where do I? Where did you say?
All right, click your portrait. Right, my bad.
All right.
And then go down to
That-
manage experience, not manage levels.
Yeah.
I don't see manage experience.
On D&D Beyond.
Right.
Neither do I.
Here. So when you go to, make sure that you are
Should be
are
edit
viewing
character,
your character
manage
sheet.
levels.
Oh, edit character.
No,
I mean, you can do it there too, but when
I
you're
was.
at your character sheet on D&D Beyond, you click the settings button. Yeah, you click the settings button, and you can manage levels, and that'll do it. Or there's an anvil, I think, that does it for you. Oh shoot, no, that's not it.
It brings me to the character builder.
Go back. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
just
I'm getting as well.
okay.
I mean, I wrote it down. I'm just
Oh.
trying to figure out where to put it.
Yeah, I mean, just write it down.
Mine
Make
was
sure y'all
on
guys have it
milestones,
written it down.
I still have 150% I never gave to myself from the last one.
It's not 150%. Just
no, he got that's from the first
The first
that's from our
goblin.
first battle.
Yeah,
okay, cool. Well,
that I still never actually did anything with.
let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead, take a quick bathroom break, get some snacks, stuff like that. We'll be back in just a moment here, guys.
All right.
We're back, everybody. Welcome back. We're probably going to be wrapping it up in the next 30 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. Right now, what just happened is that we had a little bit of a side quest. It went, pretty well. Found some stuff, got some monies, and now to get the reward, everyone is gonna. Well, I don't know. What are y'all gonna do? You're gonna go back to the mayor for the reward?
I was still trying to stab this thing in the head.
Go for it. Roll again.
I rolled a 15.
You missed.
Thanks. Fuck it. All right, let's go.
Before we get to the
He
actual
comes
mayor's
back
office,
to life.
I want to go back to the notice board and grab the actual notice itself.
Oh, I
when
assumed
we
you
walk
had.
into it.
I assumed you had, Fenric.
Okay.
So I just
Cool.
it's in your inventory.
All right.
So y'all journey
I
back.
start walking back.
Everyone's starting to walk back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are journeying back. Nothing eventful happens. You'll get to the mayor's office, and it's starting to get pretty dark outside. The sun's going down. And as y'all walk into the, we lost Ganesh there for a second. But as you walk into the mayor's office, you see the clerks are back at their desks to the left, and that the two scribes are working as well in the city hall.
Hello,
I walk
scribes.
up.
Is the mayor inside right now, or is the mayor at home?
Who? The
The mayor.
scribes asked perplexedly.
We ain't getting
I'm
paid for
sorry,
this.
we haven't had a mayor in this town for the longest time.
I walk right past them and go into the mayor's office.
As you enter the mayor's office, you find that it is empty. The mayor is not there.
This motherfucker skipping town to not pass.
All right. I go back to the clerk and put the notice that was from the board on the desk and saying, "We just vanquished this camp, and we'd like to receive our reward."
Where did you get this from? I don't recognize this handwriting, she says.
Damien slowly reaching for a dagger.
It was posted on the public notice board. We risked our life to get this done. It was signed by the mayor himself. We'd like to get paid.
Mayor? What mayor are you talking about? She says.
I ask really quickly. What's behind that door over there? And I'm pointing towards the mayor's office.
As she looks to where you're pointing, it seems that her eyes begin to glaze over, and she doesn't exactly see what you're talking about. She looks at you rather confused.
She's high.
I'd like to do a perception check to look around to see if there's any cash boxes or vaults or anything of that nature.
Okay.
Oh, we about to rob this town.
I got a 9.
Is it insight to check for like magic related things, or is it?
I'll let you
That's
choose.
our-
You can roll for insight or you can roll for arcana.
All right, I'm gonna roll insight to see if she's been like, she has some sort of spell on her or something.
Okay.
You mother 7. I rolled a 7, so
I got you. I'm private messaging you right now.
okay.
As her eyes glaze over, would this be?
I thought it was.
Go ahead,
As
Fenric.
her eyes,
Mhm.
I'm done. As her eyes glaze over, would this be the same kind of situation that was happening with the mayor like 2 days ago when we talked to him? Is it the same situation?
Roll for arcana.
Okay. Two.
You don't notice anything similar between the mayor's situation and her situation.
Okay. I walk over to to the clerk side this time instead of or not
The scribe side.
the other
I
people
gotcha.
that. Yes, I walk over to the other side and ask the same question. I put the notice on the table saying, "We vanquished this camp. We'd like to get paid. Where do we have to go?"
The older scribe looks at you rather funnily. I'm not quite sure what you mean. I don't know where this notice came from.
I walk into the mayor's office and search through his desk.
Roll for
Damien's standing
investigation.
Damien's standing in front of the door, blocking anybody from going in
All right.
after he goes in.
While this is happening, I want to walk up to the scribe who's just been shown the paper and sort of plead with him, like, hey, if you know anything about the mayor, please tell me. If you're scared, you don't have to worry about anything. So I'm persuading him, basically, to tell me.
Roll for persuasion.
I rolled a 12 for the desk search.
11.
Give me 1 second, Vulcan. I'll be with you. Let me send this message to Fenric.
While y'all are doing all of that, I'll walk over to Rayleigh.
So you rolled an 11 for persuasion, Vulcan. And the scribe looks at you rather perplexed and he goes, "Boy, I have no idea what you're talking about. We haven't had a mayor in these parts for years."
While this is going on, I'll walk up to Rayleigh. You remember us talking about you creating fire out of nowheres?
Yes.
Do me a favor really quick and follow me into the mayor's office, please.
So I think actually I just control flames that are already there.
Okay, that's fine. Just follow me into the mayor's office.
Okay.
So we both go into the mayor's
follow
office.
him.
Fenric, you're in here with us, right?
I am, yes.
Okay. Do me a favor. Stay by the door and make sure nobody comes in.
All right. As I walk the door, I also show them the note that says reward money and then also the 30 coins that we can distribute at a later date or once this is over.
Okay.
Saying I found the reward money, guys. We're good.
Okay. As this is going on, I pull my tinderbox out of my bag and grab some parchment of paper or something off the mayor's desk. Put it in the tinderbox and start a fire on the paper.
Okay.
Now, what I want you to do, and I'm looking at Rayleigh, just spread this throughout the room.
Burn the room down?
Just start, just control it to where it's like very localized to where smoke starts coming out of the, to where we can get the smoke to start coming out of the door.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. The room begins to fill with smoke, and smoke is coming out of the foot of the door.
I run over to the door, open it up, and there's a fire going on in here. Y'all might want to hurry up and get out.
As the scribes and clerks look at you, their eyes glaze over, and they do not notice you or the fire behind you.
What the actual fuck?
Okay, I reach back, I yell back to Rayleigh. Fuck it, let's just leave.
Well, these people aren't acknowledging us at all, right?
Well,
Nope.
they acknowledge
do
you,
whatever
they
we
just
want.
don't acknowledge the door. Or you if
They're
you're
not
in the room.
acknowledging fire.
Oh,
it
they're not
seems.
acknowledging the door. They're okay, all right. I just yell back at Rayleigh, make it bigger.
Hold on. I found
Okay,
some
so
cotton
move it.
balls in this guy's desk. I throw the cotton balls into the fire and burn them.
Nothing particular happens. They just burn up.
Okay.
More
That's
cotton.
Vanessa's food.
I just talk to Rayleigh. At this point, I'm just curious. Just keep making the fire bigger. At this point, this is an experiment.
The
I'll
fire
move
begins
it
to engulf.
outside the mayor's door.
Oh, you just moved the fire to outside the mayor's door?
Yeah.
Is there fire still in the mayor's office?
Yes.
Okay. But
The
there
hell
is
are
some
you guys
fire
doing?
that is outside the door, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
at this point, I'm standing by the fire, like, showgirl
Suddenly-
style, just like,
Suddenly, the clerks and the scribes smell the smoke, and they look over to see the fire that is just outside the mayor's office. They crinkle their nose in horror and scream, "Fire! Fire!" And they all began to run outside.
okay, put the fire out.
I put the fire out.
I would like to check the clerk's desks for cotton balls, specifically.
I yell over the Vulcan, "Hey, do me a favor, block the door, please."
No problem.
Okay,
Well-
and I just start checking all drawers and everything around here.
Both Finnick and Damien roll for investigation.
I still have my cotton balls on me, right?
Yes, -1.
-1. All right. I'm going outside with the clerks and the scribe. I'm gonna show them these cotton balls, see if they've like some kind of reaction to them.
They're
I got a
very panicked. It's
17
going
on
to take
mine.
some persuasion.
Okay.
I rolled an 11. Fenric rolled a 17.
Inside the drawers, you find very official looking, both of you find very official looking documents that are clearly legit townspaper documents. There does not appear to be any kind of safes or any kind of money in the area. And the red-headed clerk's desk has
A picture of Alteric.
Yes, a drawing of how she thinks Alteric looks without his clothes.
You got big old anime eyes, blushing cheeks.
Yes.
Inside these desks, are there officials like seals of the town, seals of the mayor, or any like government seals?
There are.
I steal them.
Oh yeah, I'm taking everything. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a piece of gum. I'm taking everything out of these damn drawers.
I'm gonna go ahead and go into the mayor's office and just investigate that for whatever I might find.
Okay.
I got. See, that's investigation.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 13.
13.
Yeah.
You notice that there are 3 different mirrors in the mayor's office. They are all rather large. And all 3 of them are broken with the glass pieces on the floor.
Are they like where in the room? Like
All 3 of them are
Oh.
standing next to the mayor's desk.
okay.
Who all's in the hall right now?
Just you guys.
Just you guys. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone minus Freya.
okay.
Yeah, I
Alright.
failed to roll. I rolled a 3, so I'm gonna go back inside.
Yeah, they run away panicked.
Speaking
I've made my way back inside.
speaking out to the group. Looks like we have 2 possible outcomes that we're gonna have to choose from. Either we leave this town and everybody disappears by the time we come back, or we try and go back to Alteric and explain that now even the mayor's disappeared and people are forgetting about the mayor.
Something was
think-
fishy in his desk. When I looked in it, I found a mirror that wasn't his own, I'm assuming a wife or a lover's by the way they handle and the way it looked. The cotton balls that I threw in the fire, and then the reward note. Which,
What
oh, by
happens?
the way, here's the money that we earned from the goblin destruction.
What happened to
Pretty
the
well.
what happened to the cotton balls when you threw them in the fire? They blew. They burned up.
They burned up. I assume I didn't. Nothing special came out. And all the clerks and them still reacted the same way too.
Well,
Second time we found cotton balls somewhere.
Mhm.
When I talked to that clerk before, she looked like extremely confused, like she wanted to remember something, she just couldn't. You know, like
Yeah, the mayor. The first time we talked to him, acted similarly. He just seemed foggy. Talking to him.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna put this on the table. It's entirely up to you all how you want to do this. But we could, and I can't believe I'm the one suggesting this shit. We could go back to, like I said, Alteric, explain the cotton ball situation, possibly try and get him to come back to town, see if he can find anything himself, or, and I'm really hoping for this option, we could just go to the damn library and just forget about this town.
well, if we go to the library, we're not forgetting about the town. We're investigating what happened to a townsperson. So
Yeah,
we're
but by the time we leave and the time we come back, there will probably be no one left.
Out of
Right.
sight, out of mind.
All right.
I'm saying if we go to Altair, we don't even know if he's still there.
We know where his hut is.
And
There's
he's
no,
actually noticed that people are disappearing.
like he straight up ghosted us on his way out before.
Yeah, but this one, and I'm pointing over to
Turtle.
yeah, Turtle. I'm pointing over to the Turtle.
Yeah.
This one found his way to the hut once before, so he could just bring us back over to the hut, and we could just camp in his living room until he shows back up. He's got to show up eventually. He lives there.
Speaking of which, Tortle, do you
Uh,
how do you know Altair? Are you just there, or
oh, yeah, I was just looking for adventure and found him, and he convinced me
Is he
to
there?
help him out.
Mhm.
Fascinating. On another note, why the hell did you try to follow us into the goblin camp?
But
don't
saw you
don't
guys were going that way, so I decided to help y'all out.
yeah.
Okay,
You
for
don't know. Could be like a ninja turtle for all we know.
future reference, and that's fucked up. For future reference, if you see
Oh crap!
us
I can't
two
see him.
trying to sneak in somewhere, just hang back. You're a bit big and loud to begin with.
Okay,
All right.
maybe.
One last suggestion. We go and find Alteric. He's the one sane person that we've met so far in this town. Tell him the situation. Tell him we're gonna go. Hey, we're gonna go to this next over library. Get the information you need. Possibly get information about this town that we need. That way, he's better armed with information because he doesn't know what's going on either. We asked him about what's terrorizing the town. He gave us partial answers. He can find the information he needs. We get information we need, and we can move on.
How's everybody? How's everybody feeling after that battle?
And I'm feeling pretty good.
I mean,
Fine.
I
Yeah.
could use a nap. I did a lot. Killed 3 goblins. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that. I was too busy getting shot.
I was trying to help. Okay.
We lost Vulcan for a minute.
All right. I vote for the time being we go and find Alteric and at least let him know that the government has fallen for this town.
Isn't it night yet? Is it nighttime yet?
It's
Or
starting to get
It's-
to be
it's
night.
getting
Yeah.
on.
yeah.
We
I don't
should go before night.
I don't particularly care to venture to that forest at night. I live in forest, and that one scares me.
All right. We can either camp out then at the tavern where we were, or we can go camp out at his hut. Because It sounds like we need to find Alteric anyway. So if we just camp out in his hut, he might just run into us.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We just sleep on his freaking living room floor and just wait till he walks in the door.
All right.
I'm down with that. I'm game.
Me too.
I'm going to pick up a few pieces of the broken mirrors and just put them in a sack.
Okay. I head out the door and I start walking toward the hut.
Fenric, did you happen to grab that mirror that was in the mayor's drawer, or is that still there?
I have it in my backpack right now.
All right, cool. I have a feeling that'll come in handy. I was wondering if you had grabbed it or not.
Y'all are all going to the hut.
Yep.
Yeah.
As they all walk towards the hut. You see. Let's see, one second.
Well, I do want to mention, anytime we're going near this forest, I am stealthing and staying hidden, following the group from afar.
Roll for stealth.
Motherfucker! Hey, I'm tripping over shit.
Well, it is dark out at this point.
As y'all make y'all's way to the hut, y'all get to the foot of the forest. And all of a sudden, y'all are beset upon by two shadows.
Okay. Do they appear to be
what I
shadows of
said about
creatures or shadows of roughly human-sized beings?
They are shadows of roughly human-sized beings. But they are not living. Clearly, they are shadows of dead people. Not just zombies or skeletons, but the actual shadows themselves. Apparently, when these persons died, their shadows were ripped from them, and it is simply the shadows that walk.
I see.
They
Roll
look
for
hostile.
initiative. They are hostile. Roll for initiative.
I have 21.
Damn. Go barbarian.
And I also missed most of that. So what's the situation exactly?
You are being
We got-
attacked by shadows. Actual shadows. Shadows that have ripped have been ripped away from their owners.
Okay.
I got a 5 for initiative.
I got a 10.
I got an 18.
I also got an 18.
What did you get, Fenric?
5.
And you got a 5 as well, Damien?
10.
Okay. Ganesh, go first.
Okay. Do we have a map?
No.
Hey, Vulcan, see you.
Am I back?
Okay.
You are back.
Uh,
Roll for initiative real quick, Vulcan.
Right.
We're currently being attacked by 2 shadows.
I don't know how we
The edge
got
of the-
here. 5.
Okay. You'll be after Fenric.
okay. I approach one of the shadows and attack. I've rolled a 10 to hit.
That's with your proficiency.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You missed. Your blade goes right through the shadow itself. And now it's Rayleigh's turn. Sorry. Trying to find something that'll be decent enough for these things. But I can't find anything. That's okay.
Okay, so what do you use on a shadow?
Just try and attack it. See what happens.
All right. All right, I'll use my sling. I got a 17.
You got a 17?
Yep.
What's the range on a sling?
30 feet.
Okay. You hit one of these shadows. Roll for damage.
Ava, we still do need at least something on it, though.
On what?
We still do need some kind of enemy on the map, though. Like
yeah, I
if you're
know.
going
I
to be
know.
using the map.
Yeah. I know. I'm just gonna put a couple kobolds out there.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. That's about 30 feet. Okay. To the one that's straight ahead of you, or the one that's in front of Guinness?
The one straight ahead of me.
Okay. All right. It is now Freya's turn.
Yeah. I don't want to get close to these things. I'm gonna take out my short bow and shoot at the one that Rayleigh just shot at.
Are you moving away from it so you don't have to roll disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. Move your piece and then roll for hit.
$11.
You miss. Your arrow goes right through the shadow itself.
Cool. Damn shadows.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Shadow 1. Cool. Shadow 1 moves to Vulcan.
Okay.
And is going to attack Vulcan.
Can I dodge?
What's your AC? No, you can't. What's your AC?
I don't know what an AC is. Oh, armor class. 13.
13? Well, he hits.
4.
What's your health?
12.
Okay. You take 10 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Damien, your turn.
All right, question. The one that really did hit. Did it even look like it took damage when she hit it?
Yes.
Okay. Then this is gonna change. This is gonna change everything I just did. All right. I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna wrap around to just behind the wraith here and use both my attacks, both my daggers to stab it in the back.
Okay. Roll. And add an advantage on your main hand weapon.
Okay. Does this count as sneak attack since it's preoccupied with somebody else?
No.
All right. $15 to hit.
You hit the creature. That was with your main hand?
Yes.
Okay.
It was 6 points of damage off the first hit. And then my bonus attack, if it's still alive.
It sure is.
Okay. 17 to hit.
You hit.
Additional 3 points.
The shadow begins to fade slightly.
All right. Then I'm going to use the rest of... All right, question. Being that I'm behind it, if I use the rest of my movement to get away from it, is that an attack of opportunity for it?
No.
Okay. Then, let's see. 20. And I'm going to use the rest of my movement to fall back into the group. And that's my turn.
Okay. Shadow number 2 attacks Ganesh the turtle and misses. Fenric, it's your turn.
All right. I run up to Shadow 1 and cast Burning Hands.
Okay. Roll with
And-
advantage.
Okay. Nat 20.
Cool.
Booyah!
For damage, I do... Loading. 9 standard. So if it's double, then be 18.
The shade, he lets out a long, loud, high-pitched wail before vanishing entirely. Vulcan, it's your turn.
Pass.
I mean, yeah, what can you do?
I don't even know
That's
how we
fine.
got here. Fuck
Me
it.
too.
Okay. Ganesh, it's your turn.
First, I'm gonna ask the wraith, you know, what is it doing here? So I don't know what you would want me to roll for that. Persuasion, perhaps, or
Yeah, go for it. Roll for persuasion.
Okay. So it's going to be 13 plus 1, so 14.
The wraith stares at you blankly, or the shadow stares at you blankly.
Worth a shot. Okay, I guess I'll attack it then.
Okay.
21
Nice.
to hit,
And roll for damage.
and 4.
Okay. You wound the first shadow. And now it is Rayleigh's turn.
Okay, let's see how far away am I.
Huh?
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go for this one, the shadow.
Roll a natural 1 and then clunk Fenric in the back of the head.
Better not.
I rolled an 11.
You miss.
Close.
Your rock goes right through the shadow. Freya, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna take my short bow and fire at the shadow in front of Ganesh.
Okay.
Forward.
I lost you there.
And 24 to hit.
Roll for damage.
Did you give me that time?
You hit it. Roll for damage.
Oh, okay, 4.
Okay. You wound it. And it wails, but is still standing. It is now the shadow's turn. And this shadow shall attack Ganesh. And misses.
Big ass fucking target. But I get hit by shit. Vulcan gets hit by shit.
Well, yeah. Anyway, it's now Damien's turn.
Okay. Gonna pop over to about right here. Let's see. Yeah. And I'm just gonna fire my crossbow at it. I don't feel like going any closer.
Okay.
It's a 14 to hit.
Roll for damage.
Sweet. This is the first actual damage I get with my crossbow. 5. Well, wait. +2, 7.
The shadow wails again and fades slightly, but is still standing.
I can't kill nothing.
Fenric, it's your turn.
Okay. I move forward. It's about there. And then cast Produce Flame and immediately throw it at him.
Okay. Roll a d20. Wait.
Yep. 17.
Okay, you hit. Roll a d4.
D4 should be D8.
Oh, yeah, roll a d8. I'm sorry.
6.
The shadow wails again in agony and fades away.
Freaking stealing kills and shit. I loosened them up for you.
And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Everyone add 200 experience points to your character.
How did we get here?
Well, y'all were walking back to Alteric's hut when y'all were beset upon by shades.
Da 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 da. I've leveled up.
Yay. Still didn't get to do anything.
Me too. You'll get there.
I mean, I noticed I was still at the back and I was still attacked somehow.
Vulcan, roll for perception.
Shit don't like you.
It's because I'm black.
Yeah.
10.
On the ground in front of you, where the shadow had stood before you, you notice 2 health potions.
You don't need them. Throw them away. Don't need that shit. That's weak.
I'll take them and take the first potion.
Okay. You gain 5 health.
The other potion.
You are back at full health.
Yay. For no fucking reason.
Question. All right, on potions. If you roll, say I roll a potion now,
Mhm.
and I roll a potion. I take a potion now, and I heal for over my max health. Does it just end at max health?
Yes. You do
Okay.
not overheal.
Okay.
I
Keeping
don't
that
know
one
a
in mind.
video game that overheals you.
Well, you have temporary hit points. I didn't know if that rolled over into your temporary hit point pool.
Nope.
I can drink all the potions in my shop and become invincible.
Technically, yes. Technically, yes. Depending on the potions, technically, yes.
Are y'all gonna keep journeying to Alteric's hut? It's not very far now.
Yes.
I mean, we might as well.
Can we hasten our pace, y'all, and get to this hut? Because
Let me try.
I
I am
don't
stealthing again. I know I did bad last time, but I am stealthing this time.
Roll for stealth.
I am hiding this time. Son of a bitch. No, I'm not. That's a fucking natural 1. I fall behind the group.
As you attempt to stealth, your foot hits a rock, you trip, land flat on your face, and you make such a girlish loud scream that anything within 10 miles has heard you.
Ah!
There's a friggin' rat. It's a rat. It's a rat. There's a rat.
You call that stealth? I'll show you stealth. I'm rolling for stealth. Son of a bitch.
What is it?
A 6.
A what?
A 6.
6, I think he said.
I rolled a nat 1 plus my bonus, so a 6.
yeah.
So you rolled a nat 1.
Trip her. I trip her. I trip her.
So as you begin to try and stealth to show off in front of Damien, you fail to notice a tree that's right in front of you, which you smack into, fall backwards, and land on your back, and let out such a girlish loud scream that it can be heard for 10 miles around.
All right, guys. I'm the biggest one here. Let me show you how to stealth.
Okay, Goblin Vein.
Roll for stealth. Oh.
Wait, no, it's not a natural 1.
Well, it's a 3, and I have a disadvantage on it, so -1, so it's a 2.
Okay. So as you attempt to hide behind, to use stealth, you hide behind a rather new tree that's very skinny. And you're just standing right there behind it with both of your sides showing on either side, thinking to yourself and giggling how clever you must look.
Aha!
Wait, so it's like
I've
he's
done it.
hiding behind the tree, and there's just like a big ass gut just sticking out the side of the tree.
Like just Wile E. Coyote style.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and stealth.
I just felt larger than that. at this point.
16.
What?
16.
So the turtle, noticing how everybody seems to be trying to hide, has decided to hide himself. And before your eyes, he immediately disappears into the trees, and you cannot see him at all.
I told you guys he's a fucking ninja turtle.
I don't know how that tree can hold him.
Told you don't make fun of the turtle failing stealth before. I knew it.
Can we get to the freaking hut, please?
Yes, please. Between me and Damien, everything in 10 miles knows where we are. So
Let's
let's
Y'all
take
make
trip.
haste to the hut and find that there is light inside and a fire burning.
I opened the door immediately, and I'm like, "You heard us screaming. Why the fuck didn't you run to us?"
Alteric looks blankly at you.
Oh,
Well, honestly,
shit.
I thought somebody had died. He says in response to your question.
You ran to the last dead body.
No, I waited until morning. You wanted to run to the last dead
No,
body.
no. When we left, there was a screech. I know because Freya tried to follow your ass and almost got us killed as well.
You were talking about the beast. Yes, it screeched, but that was not a dead body. That was a beast that needed tending, and I tended to it.
Yeah, good for you. Now we got a tortoise in a tree somewhere that needs tending, and I just go and sit down.
Suddenly, Ganes appears inside the house next to Damien, right behind him.
I just don't turn around. I sense the presence. I just don't turn around.
No, you don't sense it at all. That was a stealth check.
Either way, I don't turn around. I go back and just sit down.
All right. I walk up to Alteric and say, "We got a situation on our hands. Town's gone bonkers. Nobody knows where the mayor's at. He seems to have disappeared. The clerks and the scribes don't even know that there was a mayor. All of them are losing their minds. Nobody knows how to hold a conversation for information. We're probably
Fine.
gonna head to the town tomorrow. Maybe we don't know yet.
Cotton balls.
And there's cotton balls everywhere. And we
Like
can't seem to
literally
figure-
everywhere. Literally, you
don't-
can't walk around without stepping on a cotton ball.
And we searched for magic, couldn't find anything. We smelled them, couldn't find anything. We torn them apart, nothing happened. We burned them, nothing happened.
One of us ate them. Take a guess.
Alteric's eyes glance slightly towards Ganes, and then, without even showing any sign of emotion or surprise at this, looks back towards Finric, nodding at different parts of Finric's story. After a moment, he
Alright.
says, "This is very, very ill news. I do not know what manner of beast or creature this is that plagues this village, or even if it is still around. But I believe that you will either find your answers at the Elvish Library in Vesta, or should you journey north to the port of... Oh, crap, I gotta think of a name now. If you journey north to the
Crap.
port of Darel, you may find the Rangers Guild there and seek answers with them. Mayhap one other ranger has heard of this kind of beast.
Spell Darrell.
Darel is Darel.
Okay. Freya,
Yep.
explain what that monster looks like that you're hunting. You didn't think about that, did you? You've just been hunting this shit for months. You don't know what the fuck it looks like.
It's a rabbit.
Listen, the notice I got for it was very vague. It just mentioned a rather large, elusive creature who had been terrorizing local villages for a few years. And every
Big
time I
chungus.
went looking for track, I found the track, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared.
I
And
slowly
I'd hear about it in the next town over, and I'd go.
walk behind Ganes and just start pointing down.
What did I miss?
Oh, he
Nothing.
walked behind Ganes and started pointing at Ganes as you spoke.
Oh, maybe. He is very elusive.
Alteric, do you mind if we sit here for the night? Stay here for the night?
Not at all. But I warn you, I will not have cheese for the morning. Simply bread and butter.
That's fine.
It's all good.
That works.
Uh,
It's
I would
fine.
like
we'll check the bread for poison tomorrow. Don't worry.
Alteric.
Yes.
Do you usually tend to shadow creatures.
You came
That's
across one of them, have you?
a couple.
2 actually.
Just recently. On our way here, we came across 2.
Yes. The shadows from the cemetery often make appearances at night. That is why it is rather dangerous, actually. But even though I kill many of them, they simply keep coming back. They are a truly sad story.
Walk over to Fenric real quick. Do you still have that notice that we found on the board?
Yeah, here you go.
I'll walk back over to Alteric. Does this goblin camp sound familiar to you in any way?
He looks at the notice. Not necessarily, but that doesn't mean it couldn't be a newer one.
Well, it. Go ahead.
I haven't been in the village, as I've said, so I don't know if anything has happened in the last couple of weeks.
So you haven't been over there in the last couple of weeks. You said that before. Like you don't like. You go months before returning to the village.
Usually, but the last time I was there was about 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Did you happen to kill any goblins on the way there, or run into any goblin at all on the way there?
No, I can't say as I did.
That's weird because as we were approaching the forest the first time, we ended up coming across a group of goblins that looked like they were laying in wait for something. I'm starting to wonder if that was you.
I suppose it could be, but that was years ago. Interesting.
Insight check.
Roll.
Didn't we pick up a note from one of the goblins that specifically said they were out to kill the ranger?
Shh.
I'm saying this strictly just to Damien.
Shh. 20.
20. He seems to be remembering something from years ago, but does not seem to want to try and hide it. There was
Out
one
with it, old
goblin.
man.
There was one goblin I killed many years ago. Oddly enough, he was kind of considered to be a somewhat of a king or a duke. He was a leader of a fair band of goblins, and he was making a move on this forest. For their own safety, I had to put the leader down. It would have been truly tragic had they made their way into the forest and all been slaughtered.
I turn back to Fenric. Oh, go ahead.
But he did have a brother.
Turn back to Fenric.
Yeah.
Would you happen to have that letter on you? I didn't grab it.
I can't remember who picked it up. Let me check my inventory, see if I have it.
Okay.
I don't think that I do. You mentioned this brother, this goblin brother. Is he still around? Do you know?
It's been years since I've heard of him in this area, in this region of the world, but stranger things have happened.
Where'd you run across? Where'd you fight him at? Direction-wise, northwest, southeast, southwest.
Oh, it was a few miles south of here, directly south of the forest. You'd have to go the opposite way if you were trying to figure out what that creature is. And I don't see how the two are related, to be honest with you.
You.
Excuse me? Me?
You're the one sending us on this hunt to go look for the monster, and the goblins were after you. We found a notice on one of them dictating to take your life.
Interesting. It must be the brother, then.
Well, we wiped out the camp.
Well, there might be some down south again. There was almost a goblin village. Rather large amount of them. It's about a day's travel. Just south of the forest, if you make your way to the centralmost point, you can tell that you're there because there is a road marker. One will lead to the capital city of Eridane, and the other shall lead to another village I forget the name of, actually. I should really look that up. But nonetheless, if you follow that road to the south that goes directly south, you shall get there. And you shall see the goblin village clear enough, right off the side of the road.
Question to the DM.
Yeah.
What's the name of the village that we are currently at? Again, I
Artra.
forgot.
Artra.
Artra.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm done with my questions. Whatever y'all want to do.
All right, this goblin brother that you mentioned, do you know his name? So if we go to the library, we might be able to look up any information that the elves or rangers might have on him.
His name is Rashad. Rashad Grimbold. And he's not very powerful. He was rather weak the last time I saw him, but he was a lot more cunning than his elder brother.
Okay. Do you know if he possessed any magic powers or any possession of magic?
I seem to remember him tinkering around with some things, but he did not have any magic powers when I left him.
Okay. All right, that's all I got. Anyone else?
I'm gonna go find me a spot on the corner in a corner somewhere and just get my bedroll out and lay down.
All right, I volunteer myself for first watch and keep one eye out to the forest to see if anything happens.
You pass the night uneventful, and it is the next morning.
We're fully healed now, right?
You are all fully healed, yes. All spell slots have been restored.
Buttered toast surely is delicious.
All right, so game plan now is to go to the Rangers at the port or to the library.
Well, didn't he say if we took no wait, no, that would be the ferry. They're both I wasn't fully paying attention to that part because I was writing
There's
things
a
down.
ferry that leads to the town of Vesta.
Right.
Which,
But the
yeah.
port itself, is that in the same direction as the town or is it the other way?
The port is a good couple days north of Vesta.
So it seems like if anything, we go to Vesta first, then we can go to the port.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm down with that.
Vulcan,
Mm-hmm.
is the toast poisonous?
What do I roll? Perception?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Just take a nibble. Let me know.
17.
How can you roll high for a piece of toast, but you can't hit a goblin?
It's not my fucking fault.
So, the bread and the honey and the butter are not poisoned at all.
Cool.
Come on, guys.
Is it the same dice when I attack and when I check for, like, shit?
Yep. I'm just making a couple quick notes, guys, so y'all go ahead and roleplay and decide, like, where y'all are going to go.
We already decided.
Y'all are going north to Vesta?
We're going to go to Vesta, hit up the library, and then we're going to go to the port after that.
Okay.
Yep.
So y'all are journeying back to the town. It is now mid-morning.
Are we going by ferry or by land?
That's actually a good idea. I would think maybe the way the shit's been going on and how creepy it is around here, the ferry might be a bit easier on us.
Yeah, and a
Mhm.
ferry is a quicker trip. It's like 3 or 4 day trip by ferry. We take a
Yeah.
full week by land.
Yeah, we could just chill.
All right, I'm down with ferries.
Ferry it is.
Do we have the coin for a ferry though?
I'm sure if we all pull something together.
And we all should have at least 12 gold each, given our recent adventures.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
wait. How much did you split out from the reward money at the mayor's office?
6.
Say we got 30.
So each person got 6 from that, and then from the chest that I found, each person got 6 from that as well. So everyone has
Okay.
a minimum of 12 gold.
Okay. I forgot to add that in.
Yeah, me too. And we found like gold on the goblins we killed in the forest that one time.
Yes, but that varied per person.
Yeah, but I totally forgot.
And I'm pretty
I forgot
sure.
about
You
I'm
found.
pretty sure we spent some of
You
that.
found like 70 copper pennies. Or bronze pennies, I mean. And I think Rayleigh found like 10 silver pieces.
that. Okay, I wrote it down this time.
Ooh, wait. What if the ferry captain's not there? Everybody's been disappearing.
And we get a free ferry.
Yeah, I'm down. All right.
I get my ship I've always wanted.
Son of a bitch.
And I get to go hunt for more ship loot.
Yeah, you could do that for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
So
we venture back.
go venture back, and no encounters happen on the way there. As you get closer to the ferry, you see a thinner but tall older gentleman with a balding head and a long wispy beard. Hello there. How are you doing today? He says to all of you.
No free ferry.
Hello.
Well, that could change in a minute here. Hi. So, me and my
Damien's
friends are
pulling a dagger out.
a quick ferry across the way. Could you perhaps help us out with that?
Well, yes, of course. I ferry as far as Vesta. But my brother, who is actually away right now, can ferry you all the way back to, or up to the port of Darrell. It'll be about 5 gold pieces to go that far, and it'll only take you about 3 to get to Vesta. 3 each.
Okay.
Vesta. That's what we agreed on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Could you make
How-
it 2 for Vesta?
No, I'm afraid I don't really negotiate, son.
Can I persuade him?
Go for it.
Can you make it 2? That's persuasion.
I don't care. Stonks. 12.
12?
Yeah.
It's 5.
No, I'm sorry, I cannot go any lower than 3. 3 is enough.
Had a try.
Fair enough.
All right. I pay the man 3 and board the ferry.
Yeah, I already paid.
I paid him.
Same.
Cool. Really paid.
Ganesh offers him a piece of the mirror and asks him if that will do.
No, I'm sorry, this won't do. Kindly turtle. He pats you on the head and holds his hand out expectantly.
Ganesh puts a mirror in his hand and then boards the ship.
Damien walking up all pissed off just gives him 3 more freaking gold.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Y'all get on the ferry, and we will end it there tonight, and we will take it again